45 seconds. Thirty seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Discourse in America. They want there to be a conflict because when there's conflict, they capitalize and market it.
How can this white girl, how can she sit there and take this without saying, whoa, 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 sister girl, hit the brakes?
By the way, that bitch's family owns slaves.
Wow.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
I mean, there's got to be some type of explanation with this.
Whoa.
Well, I don't need your horn because I got my own. So don't come rolling in here with the horn like you had to go back home to get the horn because we can't do the show without the horn. Lummy, of course, Gloria, the glow bug. She's not one to miss a Gene Lasker opportunity.
Sorry, guys. I had truck problems.
Oh, hold on. You got a brand new... By the way, it's Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show originated out of Tampa, Florida. Just north of Tampa a little bit. And it's my understanding that you just bought a $135,000 truck.
Yep.
Took possession of it on Saturday.
Yeah, Friday.
Friday had Coben take out the train horns.
Yeah.
You'll be making that exchange here soon. Now, and then you walk in, not really late, but
I'm late.
About as, well, probably. Honest to God, probably, in all fairness, if I was to cut you a break, probably just 30 seconds late.
Right.
The previous just got done when you were walking in.
So 30 seconds late.
Dirt Merchant, $10.
And thank you, Dirt. Appreciate it. Let's get those thumbs going.
Thumbs.
Let's get them going quick. Now, so Lasker, first thing out of his mouth, track problems. Now, I'd believe that if you were driving an old, 79 F-350. But, you got a brand new 2026 platinum dually,
it's the
red,
Platinum Plus.
Beautiful. Buck probably retails at if you're not Gene Lasker, you probably pay $145 for that truck.
Whew.
And what kind of truck problems could you have had?
I couldn't get in it. I got outside the house and the lights was on and I was just staring at it.
Oh, Jesus, you're so stupid.
He's gonna get in your truck.
I was so stupid. So let me ask you a question. Did you get your windows done down there?
Oh, man, that dude is great.
Not only is he great,
old school dude.
But let me just tell you the whole process. And talking about advanced film solutions. Advanced film solutions. Now they do houses. They do businesses. I had them do my...
They did all the Hillsborough County schools.
Yeah, they do it all. If you just get your house done with the stuff that they recommend, it gives it the windows double the strength. So if you got 100-mile-an-hour rated window pane, it's now worth about 200 because that film makes it stronger. Secondly, it reduces your power bill by 15 to 20%.
I believe it.
Because it's keeping the UV rays out of it. And then thirdly, not only, vehicles, I don't even think vehicles is really his big space. I think commercial buildings. Like he
just got one bay for it, and he's got one dude that he
But
helps
that
him do
dude,
it,
when I had my car done, we had Merch Crick's car done. Oh my God, that dude. We went down to what's that place called? God, we always
Water.
Waterstone. No, we always forget it. Gene, did you go down and have lunch down there, or did you just?
No, I just hung out with him and looked at his place, and he looked out back at the lake. And
but hold on, how about the black girl who works the front desk? Stonewater.
Yeah.
Stonewater Cafe was just two doors down.
Don't you think she looked like Lois Lane?
I think she looks like like Jada Pinkett Smith kind of. She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so nice. And so from walking in,
her voice to
Advanced Film,
different.
when you walk into Advanced Film Solutions, they have this unbelievable showroom that will show you, all the applications of their window film, whether it's a house, a commercial property, or just your car. Did you get the ceramic 15?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You got to talk into the microphone. You've been doing.
I had to cough at the same time.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Man, you got a lot of stuff going on.
I know.
Jesus.
I know.
So they and literally they can do a car in about 45 minutes.
They did my car in like 20.
Your truck?
Well, just two windows.
Yeah. Oh, you just got the two fronts done.
Yeah. The rest of them were already done.
We're factory.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, if you live anywhere in the Tampa Bay area, it's up in Land O'Lakes. It's off of 41. It's a really nice showroom. Our buddy Adam, who is, by the way, Bubba Army. Like, they are Bubba Army.
Yeah, he's been Bubba Army since Power Pig.
For a long time. And I'm glad you went down there. And realistically, Gene, even though it's the best, it actually also is probably the closest to where you live.
It was right there.
Right there. So anyway, Adam, thank you so much for all that you do for us.
Thanks for the good deal you gave me, Adam.
He gave him a good deal. He gave
Yeah, he gave me a good deal.
Have you had your house? Have you had your house done?
When I had my windows made, they were tinted.
Oh, okay.
The website's advancedfilmfl.com.
Yeah, advanced.
I got film on all 4 sheets of glass. I got bulletproof windows.
I had to have bulletproof windows in case the mongrels would come by or something like that.
Whatever. You never know what'll happen in life.
You never know who's trying to shoot up Gene Lasker's house.
I mean,
it could be the neighbor that I, throwed off my property last week.
Cut off a Puerto Rican, they chase you home.
So anyway, man, Gene got his window. Now you can't roll them down for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, he puts a little piece of void tape right on the button.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, because
I've always hit the buttons at the wrong time. Oh man,
because it really needs an opportunity to set in. You kind of like get to stickiness, if you will.
Get the dampness out between the film and the glass.
I'm just going to warn you right now. Thank you so much to the Bubba Army. I'll put the program up because I won't talk much about it thereafter. But the UV rated blue and gray new fishing / working outdoor / you know what? Let me.
I got mine on today.
Aaron should. Oh, you do.
Yeah,
you got the gray
don't
one.
worry about me having one.
We got one for you.
We got one for you.
All right.
It's just
bad.
You just got
it. It is. It's so comfortable.
Gene, you're probably a double X. Even though you might be an X, you want to wear these a little
bit bigger. Yeah.
So we'll get you a double X.
Okay.
So quit your bitching. How about this approach? You ready?
Yeah.
Did you guys think about maybe getting me one?
That's what I thought I just said.
No, you go. Don't worry about me getting one. See that? No.
Pretty much means the same thing.
No, it's all in the delivery. No, it's. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
it's all in the delivery and the appreciation. So I
don't get paid to talk like you do. So your delivery is really good because you're professional at it. I'm not a professional delivery guy.
But I'm just trying to make you a better person. Okay.
It's too late. You should have started earlier.
But what I'm saying is, if you want something, Gene, rather than to start off on a negative. Now, this is just in life. Rather than to start off negatively, start off as a question form. Rather than
wow, that's a great shirt, man. I'd like to have one of them someday.
So let's practice once, okay? Lummy, you got yours on, right?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable, Bubba.
Come on, Gene, chime in.
Yeah, Bubba, that's really a sharp shirt, man. Even though I'm not a fisherman, can I still wear it? Wear one of those?
Well, you're getting close. Hey, Bubba, that's a super nice shirt. Would it be possible if maybe I could get one? There, so try it again. Okay, let me boy, you got your new shirt on.
Oh
huh?
yeah, Bubba, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is really a nice shirt. Maybe someday I can get one of them.
Okay, I think that's about the best it's gonna get. To be honest with you. Yeah, Merch Crick will get you one by the end of the show, okay? Now, I will tell you, too, Lummy, we're only weeks away from the Lasker shirt being done. I put that order in.
Nice.
Johnny K, let's give Lasker some coins.
Coins,
and some,
that's what I'm talking about.
Some thumbs up. Well, when John Costica speaks of coins, he speaks of dollar bills.
Something's wrong with that one.
Yeah, it's good enough.
That just embarrassed me that we got a horn sponsorship here, and we got a you're squeaking.
I think, you know what? I think it's best if you lean it back or something.
Yeah, it's better that way.
Anyway, Johnny K.
Bella loves it, by the way.
Oh yeah, she hates it. That's what I'm
Bella.
afraid of.
Good morning, Gene.
My dogs don't like
Macho, what I'm saying is, like, if we put the one upstairs, she's going to come out of her skin. So I think these little handheld willies
She's
that we got.
the only one.
Yeah, true. Johnny K 100, and of course the Glow Bug 25 to start the G Lasker gimmick. In production, Merch Crick was talking to the people. I think we're only 3 weeks away from the watches.
Wow.
And those are all prepaid. I think we have 40 left from what she can gather. And I don't know. I think they're like maybe 20 of the stainless steel black ones and like maybe 22 of the, like, they're right there. Like, we got like anywhere between 40 and 45.
Can I buy 10?
Yeah?
Okay.
Why would you like
Who,
to
you
buy?
gonna sling them down to the flea market?
No. So
As
like I'm
gifts?
carrying with me. So when I see you guys like Todd Step or somebody that didn't buy
Well,
one,
I need to get,
and then I can slide one to him.
Well, here's the
There you
deal.
go.
You and I probably need to come up with a list. And
Some dudes
you know,
are-
like Todd Stepp and of course, you know, Kurt Morgan.
Yep.
And like hold on, Adam from Fenderworks.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And like maybe let me see here. Probably
Bob at Sunbelt?
Yeah.
definitely Bob at Sunbelt. Probably Adam at Fenderworks. I'm sorry, at Vance Filmed. Probably my good friend Brent and I from the Covington Farm Barn, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably Glowbug. I'm trying to think. You know what? Let me probably Rolo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
See that?
Probably your main connection, Lummy, at Crystal River,
Yes.
Harley. Right.
Yes. Get a box.
Probably Gus, Griffo, and Justin Nunley. Right.
Yeah.
Probably Aaron from Average Joe.
Yep.
Probably Travis from Semi Auto Glass. Probably your main Get a Box guy.
Yep.
And probably Bobby from Live Strong. Right.
Yeah.
And probably the dude from Strange Clouds. You know, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Some of them probably could have already got one, but hell, that really hurts my inventory, Gino.
Well,
I
I'll
was
pay
going
for
to say,
10
there
of
goes
them.
at 40.
What's that, Lemmy?
There goes at 40.
Yeah, there goes that 40. But they're going to be the hot. I'm just telling you right now, man. They are going to be the hottest ticket because here's what's going to happen. We're going to go through 20 of them for clients. So that puts us down to probably, as we speak, 25 left. Now, those will probably blow out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we're done. But here's what the problem's going to be. Somebody is going to finally, somebody comes to Barb or somebody another Bubba Army. Let's say that Creatine Travis has one and he sees Paper Towel Willie. By the way, I think Paper Towel Willie is coming to your little gimmick this weekend.
Yes, he is. He'll be down on Friday.
And he's picking up the gimmick.
Yes, he is.
But, like a Bubba Army guy. Hold on. The Yenzers, Lummy. 25. G. Lasker. God, G. Lasker brings in the money. And so somebody will have got one, and you're just going to see how, for a $75 watch, you're going to be like, that is Trump selling those kind of watches for $4.99 on his website. But I don't know how Bubba's selling them. Chub it up, Spice, 20.
Boom.
On the cash. How can Bubba sell those for 70? Because I'm not making a lot of money on them. But you know what, Lummy? Could you see us maybe doing a second run of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you do just a different kind of face or a different color.
Yeah, maybe that. Something. But Gene, did you know we have do you play cards at all, Gene?
Yeah,
Grouper Lips, $50.
I don't play much because I don't really have time for it, but I like to make
Who's
time
50?
for it.
Grouper Lips.
Oh, the Grizzlies.
But I thought that was pretty neat that you was having cards. That'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Now the other thing, Lummy, is okay. So we got the first.
Iggy, $20.
Iggy.
Hit the kazoo.
Is he called the Gazoo?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna have to put you like on the property line over there. You know, our neighbor Mike.
Oh, God.
Kind of put you down there. You know those Christmas tree like things
Yes,
that
Yeah, that we
Aaron
put in, yeah.
planted. A couple of them are died.
Yeah.
But
They'll come back.
I don't think they will. I've been told they
A
won't.
lot of things come back.
Yeah.
But anyway, like one morning or one day after the show, even put you out there and have me hit and see if you can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe with Gene here so we can hear Gene's too. See which one's louder.
I think maybe I'm going to buy another one of these and try to rig it up and then double battery it and make a
Gene,
handheld double.
It's just going to be all jerry rigged up, and you're going to have this big thing of wires and stuff. The one thing that I really, really pride.
It'd be the only thing rigged in the office.
The only thing, outside of Macho's area, which I got to get him some cabinets. Macho, you need to be looking you need to measure that area that we're talking about so I can get a hold of Greg or Bob or somebody and we order some cabinets for that because I really want to get that area cleaned up, and I know you do too. I want to, when people walk in, okay, Lummy, when they walk into the studio, they're impressed. I want them to be equally impressed into Macho's area, and we have all the equipment. We're just so scattered right now because Macho's still working out various gremlins and things, and so he needs all that stuff out. But eventually, now how much room do we I can't even tell you the last time I was upstairs. Do we have any more room upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
We do?
Plenty, yep.
Plenty, yeah. So we can continue to move stuff upstairs, but eventually, Macho, if you could give me the measurements of underneath those counters for some cabinetry, and maybe I don't think there's any room on the wall for cabinetry, except maybe that one as soon as you walk in, that wall to the left where there's TVs leaned up against, that could maybe be some cabinets or some shelving, but when if the one thing we've prided ourselves on is that when there's not a lot of clutter in this studio, the wires, outside of the podcasting area where we have. But I'm putting static cameras there. I'm going to have 3 cameras that stay there nonstop, so we don't have to move them.
Perfect.
We could put a full liquor bar on that one side.
What one side?
Oh, here we go, cluttering.
What one side?
When you walk into the left, where there's nothing right now. I'm completely kidding.
Well, yeah, no, it's not.
We're going to put a chevron there, though, I think.
Maybe, or we could put shelves, just to give you more shelf area.
Yeah, but that's kind of where people are walking through, so I don't know if we want to put shelves right there.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
I just know that we have
cool
to. Our next area is
some lasers.
Our next area to declutter is those 2 big tables that you've pretty much worked off of.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll get it done.
So anyway, within the cards, the first card, the bicycle brand Bubba Army playing cards, and I think are going to be, either $7.99 or $8.99. They're either $7 or $8, maybe $9, but they're just they have the Bubba Army logo on the back. But I think I'm going to get with the manufacturer and see if I can, after this next run, make them so that I'm the king. We need to like
the king, the one where we walk in and we see you.
Well, yeah.
So what are you trying to say? Are you going to put me in as the Joker?
Well, you know what? That's where we're going to go right now.
Anything better than the Ace of Spades?
Lummy, so Gene, as a rib, I just might make you the Ace of Spades. No, I'm going to make you the 9 of spades. I'm going to make you the 9 of spades or the 2 of spades. Make you the 2 of spades. So, Lummy, if you just talk face cards, okay?
Yes.
Bubba is the king.
Yes.
Now, who would be the queen?
Well, Merch Craig.
Oh, you're right. Eric,
what is, you didn't even think of that?
No, not really. I'm only thinking. But I'm only thinking about the show. But I need to think otherwise because we're gonna need maybe Walker, and so so then we got king, queen, and then the next is the jack, right?
Yes.
All right. Who's gonna be the jack?
Let's see. You got Gene, Dr. Dan.
Well, the only one jacked up here is Macho Man.
Yeah,
true.
Macho Man's the jack because he's jacked. Okay, then you go to the 10, right?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna make you the 10.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Lummy's the 10. All right, then the 9. Let's say what you make. We still got a Joker, right?
Yes, we do.
So that's really the only other potential. The Joker's got to be Gene. Like that's just like you can't. Nobody else can be the Joker except Gene.
He'd look good with that little top hat.
Yeah, and he's the Joker.
Yes.
Now the Joker's also considered the wild card, so there's not two different cards, right? The Joker is the wild card,
yes.
Correct? Okay. So now we just need to go 9-8. We just need to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 2, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, then number 9. Can we make Dr. Dan?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Dan's the 9. And then 8 would be maybe Jay. Jay would be the 8. Brian would be the 7, right?
Yep.
Now we still got the 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And I think I just ran through our entire roster, did I not?
Well, you got Tuttle who fills in.
All right, Tuttle will be the 6. I'm going to make Tuttle the 2.
The 2?
Yeah. Tuttle's the 2.
Right down at the bottom of the page.
Yeah,
Why do you do that?
Tuttle's the 2. How about
Colton?
Yeah, we can make Colton. Colton will be the 3. Could we do things like Johnny K and Creatine and Big Red and Joe from the West Side, or so once we, I think actually once we open up that window, it's going to be a crap show as to why you didn't get picked.
Well,
Yes.
the Bart Beaver guy.
And I only got 3 left. I only got 6.
Bart Beaver.
Oh, Tom Bean.
Oh, Gary Cantrell.
Oh yeah, Gary Cantrell needs to be the 6. Okay, is he going to be okay with that?
Of course.
Tom Bean is going to be the 5. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
And then we just need one other.
We need a 4.
We need a 4. Should we make Brett Favre the 4? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, help me out here. Well, I mean, who else do we got? Maybe Mark Tate. I don't know. I don't know. We got an opening. Let's just sit on it. Let's think about it.
Okay.
So right now,
they even said if you want to put the goats on for 4.
yeah, the goats.
There you go. How many goats we got?
Actually,
2 with 4 eyes.
So swap the 2 with the 4 and put the goats on the 2.
well, we could do goats. We could do baby's got a card and Hootie's got a card.
There you go.
But then that takes
Too many.
Colton out of the deal.
No, don't take Colton out of the deal.
All right, so we got Bubba's the king, Erica's the queen, Macho is being jacked, Lummy the 10, Dr. Dan the 9, Jay the 8, Brian the 7, Gary Cantrell the 6, Tom Bean the 5, the Goats the 4, Colton the 3, Tuttle the 2, and Gene Lasker's the Joker.
Perfect.
So
That's a great card game.
That is a great card game. The next time we order cards, I think I ordered, maybe 500.
Whoa.
I think I ordered 500 of them. Well, I figured at $8.
That's nothing.
I figured at $8, and everybody's gonna buy a set of Bubba cards, please.
Of course.
I don't know how people. Like, I could never picture myself in this next video I'm going to play. I could never picture myself even wanting to hold a snake in that manner. Like, I'm just not a snake guy.
No.
No,
at all.
me neither.
I'm not a snake guy. I'm the kind of guy.
I mean, I'll get it away from us if it's going to come try to get us.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I had a shovel.
I'm not afraid
I'm going to try to cut it in half.
But I don't want to play around with them.
But I don't want to grab them.
They're not my
I don't want
friend.
to touch them. They're not my friend.
No.
And I've been told that all these people that like snakes, I got a pet snake and it knows me and it likes me. I've been told that cold-blooded reptiles don't have the ability to love. Like, they don't have the ability to
Like something?
Yeah, like have a sense of camaraderie or anything like
Comfort?
that. Like, they're just, wild. And I just don't think, like
They're damn snakes, man.
Mark Tate, our former landlord and good friend and financer of the, Video Kill the Radio Star documentary, which, by the way,
I heard it was for free.
July 22nd. And I actually need Gary to build me a couple of shorts.
Yes.
And I sent the Roger Stone audio. Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And July 22nd on Tubi, So if you have Tubi, which everybody has Tubi because I think it's a free app on every
Yeah,
TV.
you just have to sign up for it.
Yeah.
But it's free.
Yeah, Tubi is free. So you go to your smart TV and you go to the apps, and you type in Tubi. You download the Tubi app, and now you got Tubi, and it's free. And there's going to be a search engine on Tubi. You type in "video killed the radio star" film or documentary. It'll come right up, and it's going to be a 3-part series. And then now here's the cool thing: if enough Bubba Army do it, by the way, it's free. It doesn't cost nothing. You got to sit through some commercials, like I think they run like 30 seconds every 25 minutes or something like that. Like it's not a lot, but it's free. It costs nothing. So Bubba Army, if you download it, I'm sorry, if you go watch it, and it does well enough because we're promoting it and enough people want to buy it, then it'll start trending. And then when you go to the Tubi main screen, it'll show trending, what's trending on Tubi. And if we could get it to trend, then that's where you really, because how many times, like when you turn on Netflix or whatever, you go and you look at what the top 10 or what's trending or what's the hottest thing going, and you go and watch it, or you at least watch the trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
So hopefully when it's available on Tuesday, what day is the 22nd?
I believe it is a Tuesday. Let me check.
I think it's a Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe you can check for me.
It is a Wednesday.
So Wednesday, July 22. Now I have to get a hold of Ian and Mark Tate and find out what time. Like, is it midnight, the 21st, going into the 22nd? Is it noon? Is it midnight the next day? Is it 4? What is it?
Yeah, usually those places, they usually do it at midnight.
Yeah. But anyway, talking back to about Mark Tate, he has like 17 snakes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Mark
He's
Tate?
a snake
Mark
guy,
Tate's
huh?
Yeah, he's snake guy. And like in his garage, he's got this one wall that's got these plastic, these plastic like containers with lids on them. And every one of his snakes are in one of these. And he showed me one day.
Man, what kind of life is that?
Well, he's like, man, look at my snake collection. So I'm thinking we're going to go out and look at a couple snakes, right? He's got a wall of snakes. And I'm like, I will never walk into this garage ever again in my life.
Imagine if they all get mad and
Ever. Ever. I'm never
done.
walking in there. So he grabs one, and it's like, he's handling it and stuff, and it's slithering around. He's like, here, hold it. I'm like, there's no amount of money you could give me. Maybe $1 million for me to hold it. But I'd have to hold on to its head like the way this bitch does. I don't know if this is a guy or I don't know if this is a man or a woman. But I'd have to hold on to that damn thing like vice grips.
Well, there's a special way to hold them, and they can't get you.
Well, on these kind, but the ones that are like constrictors, as you're holding their head,
they spin their body around
start
you.
contorting their body to like wrap around your leg so they can cut your leg off.
Right, but just don't get yourself in that predicament.
Yeah, well, don't me see. I can't help but get myself in that predicament when it's trying to I'm worried about it biting me. So watch. This is just like, why would you want to do this? Here we go. So this guy,
That's the dude,
this
yeah.
guy makes this snake bite its shirt
So you can see the
so
teeth.
you can see the teeth.
I don't want them
and
biting me.
what you don't realize is those teeth are angled back. So when they latch on, Gene, they automatically got a yoke back on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They automatically got like a.
So they pull back a little bit,
Yeah.
and you're jerked in like a fish hook.
So like those teeth are back. They're back space.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and their front ones are the same way.
And they're double the length too.
Wow. And when they do is when they bite in, then they yank their head back to set the hook into your forearm. Wow. No, I would be pooping BB.
Wow, they're 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch long.
Oh. And the tops are the same way, and that's where you shoot
like a needle.
Shoots like the venom.
Hell of that.
Look. Man, hell to the no. Hell to the no.
I wish it'd bite him right on
to
the
the
nose.
no.
No, I ain't doing all of that. That's one way to look at it, though. I mean, he's smart to put the shirt that way, and that way you can see the teeth pretty good.
No. I am such a pussy when it comes to snakes. Yeah. I don't like spiders
evil,
and snakes,
man. They've been
and
evil
it ain't
since God
what
made
it
them.
takes to love me like I want to be loved by you. You guys remember that? Nobody remembers that song. I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me like I want to be loved by you. You know, are we less like I'm the kind of guy, I'm not a real rugged dude, but I'm a regular dude. I like to get on my Skag 72-inch diesel lawnmower and mow. I like to get on my Skag windstorm and blow the sticks and leaves. I like to get on my Skag jackal and back blade my driveway. I like to get on my grader at the track and grade the track. I like to get on an excavator. Gene's a full-blown outlaw biker. He likes to restore cars. He's a race car driver still.
I like to mow my own lawn, too.
But, like, does it make us less? And I feel like I feel like we're manly in that way. But are we pussies when it comes to being actually scared of snakes? Like, does that make us a pussy?
No. It was kind of put into us from God.
Like,
the snake was the bad
dudes,
guy.
let's think of dudes that I really think are good dudes, okay? Like rugged dudes. Like Captain Creamsicle.
Yeah.
You think Captain Creamsicle, like you think
Throw a snake on him, see what he does.
Well, no.
I don't think
most snake guys.
Right.
I think most men, Gene, will they're not even going to try to fake the funk. They're just going to tell you right out. Either I don't have a problem with snakes,
I'm gonna punch you in the face if you put that snake on me.
Or I'm actually afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
Like Iggy. Iggy's jacked up. Like are you less of a man if you say, hey, not only do I not like snakes, but I'm kind of afraid of them. I think that's one category that you get a man pass on, because I don't know.
They slither, man. You don't want nothing to do with that.
But like Creatine Travis and Big Red and Joe from the West Side and my buddy Wags and and Todd McCabe and Scotty Landers and just the Nashes. Like, are you guys afraid of snakes? Because I am. But I know you guys are all really rough and tough. You're real, like Adam from Fenderworks, right, Gene? You look at that dude. You be like,
ain't playing with no snakes.
Yeah, or Rob Kahn. How about this, Lummy? Rob Kahn.
Yeah.
5-time jiu-jitsu Gracie black belt, who could probably choke out Captain Creamsicle, right?
Yeah. Just jump on his back. Yep.
Like, Rob, you're the most baddest ass man I know. Hand-to-hand Are you afraid of snakes?
Iggy said he'd rather have a gun pointed at him than mess with a snake.
Yeah, and Iggy's as rugged as the next guy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think us men that we actually admit it, we're not trying to be all tough when we say, hey, you know what, we're kind of a pussy when it comes to snakes. I don't think that puts us. I don't think that's a slash in the pussy category. I just think that it's natural to be afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
Like Gene said, they're evil. They've been around. Snakes are the original bad guy.
Right.
Snakes are the original heel when the snake got Adam and Eve to open the apple.
Snake was in the tree laughing.
They were the original NWO.
Eat the apple.
Snakes are the original bad guys.
Right. From the beginning.
So how in the hell, even Jesus doesn't like snakes. Right? Yeah. Because God positioned snakes to be the devil. That snake that slithered onto the tree and got Adam to eat the apple, that was the devil.
That's right.
The Lord Jesus, God, Lord Jesus, baby Jesus, whoever, Joseph, when we had to make a bad guy, when we're framing the Bible and we had to make a bad guy be the devil to try to coerce Adam and Eve to eat the apple, which God told them, don't eat the apple. Who did they put in there? You didn't see him put a lizard or a lion or a bear. They put a stupid ass slithering snake.
That's right. God cursed the
snakes
snake.
Are the original heel of the world, of the earth.
Don't want none.
I hate snakes. Whew.
You got snakes around here, so don't.
Not that many.
You'll see one sooner or later.
Not that many. When I return, man, you should see this badass MMA trained woman police officer. She rolls up onto the scene with a bunch of dudes causing some problems, like almost like a teen takeover where people are taking hacks at each other, and somebody tries to take a hack at her.
Not having it?
And she drops them straight. Do that next.
Mission accomplished. Another segment filled. More of the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
No, they get on my bed and they hold me down and they play with me and lick on me and hug on me. And
I thought that was your wife that did that.
yeah, she does that too. Not as often anymore now because I got dogs.
No. So the dogs are messing up the pussy.
They take up my sex time in my bed because, when you're sitting in the bed and there's something happening, well, you might as well play with it. But
meanwhile, she could be playing with something that you got, but she's got.
we got dogs. We got to love on them too.
What are the names of all 3 dogs now?
I got 4 dogs. I got Lagatha, Kona.
Hold on,
Lagatha and Kona are my 2 biggest dogs, and then Emma and Havoc. 1 boy and 3 girls.
And which one out of all of them is alpha?
Kona. She's but she's alpha dog, but she is mom too. It's like she's mom alpha dog. She's a mama dog.
But with push comes to shove,
if I'm mad at one of them and yelling at them, she'll come running up and get in between me and not let me yell at the dog.
What?
Yes, sir.
So she'll tell you to back down?
No, I don't back down.
No, but she'll tell you to.
She don't try to bite me. She just gets in between and says, "Come on, Dad. Everything's cool. Leave him alone. They'll be all right." She just like sticks up for him. And then if they all arguing, like the 2 little ones, they start to argue over a bone. She'll bust them up a little bit. She'll get in between them so they'll quit. So she's a great.
She's kind of the booker. Dog. She's kind of the booker.
Yeah, she's the booker, and we love her. Truthfully, if I'd have got her first and not second, I don't think I would have got another dog because I was so in love with her. But I wanted a black one from the beginning, but I fell in love with Khaleesi and that gray one, so I got her first. And then I got Kona, and then we lost Khaleesi, so then I needed to replace her. And to replace her, I replaced her with 2 dogs to take my wife's mind off of her. She still cried. She cried yesterday for about 15 minutes over that dog being gone. So how are Chattagongos doing? Chattagongos.
How much Reno? 79 months. Mark is a Mark, 69 months, 65 months. Dan Secret Habit, 88 months. Thank you guys. What's up, Cable Dog?
Learning more now about a deadly alligator attack in Central Florida.
Organic Gene, what do you mean poor Sarah? There's nothing poor about her. She got life made.
I think he meant because she was.
Of course, having 4 dogs?
No, being sad about the dog.
Oh yeah, poor Sarah with Khaleesi. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, poor Sarah.
He lost his dog in April, so.
And sometimes I kind of cried a little bit last Sunday for a minute or 2 while I was mowing, and I mowed by her little. I made her a beautiful little thing on the ground, had aluminum and laser cut it out with her face on it, and for her little headstone. And as I mowed by it, I felt bad that she wasn't having no more fun with us on the property, and the way she, it's terrible.
All right, don't get in here. You're gonna get yourself upset.
I know. How the hell of farmers be farmers and have all them animals, and when they die,
Yeah, but how about this? Think about these farmers when you raise a cow up, and then you take them to go get turn him into hamburger meat.
Yeah, and then you eat them, and it's like you're not thinking about how he was, snorting around and being cool, and and you were keeping the flies off of him and stuff, being helpful. And then you eat them. I get it though.
Yo, you're about to have a cow.
But that's why I bought 2 dogs. I ended up with 4 to make up for Khaleesi because she was like.
That's a country song. I bought 2 dogs and ended up with 4. Bubba Army, listen up. If your Wi-Fi is acting like a busted lawnmower, your cameras look like they're filming with a potato, or your network closet looks like a rat's nest, it's time to call GPZ Cabling. GPZ Cabling handles residential and commercial low-voltage work. Network cabling, Wi-Fi, security cameras, access control, racks, cleanup, homes, offices, warehouses, restaurants. GPZ gets it done. Professional and right the first time. Stop fighting bad internet and sketchy wiring. Go to gpzcabling.com or call 813-524-6794. GPZ Cabling. Reliable, professional, connected.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
All right, so the last reminder of the day. I'm sorry, I just don't want to see people get shut out on mostly on the watches because they're unbelievable. I've watched now 2 or 3 different videos the manufacturers have sent us. They're in the assembly phases now. Merch Crick, when we do the Bubba Army royalty rings or when we do something like this watch, the manufacturer doesn't include the box. You have to buy the boxes separate. So the boxes for the watches, because I just can't send you a loose watch. I got to have a box. And so the boxes came in, and then she ordered, and rather than to have like the soft envelope ship, she ordered she also had to order like a different shipping container kind of deal.
Well, how does the watches come if they're not in a box?
They come in what they
wrapped
call
in plastic, wrapped in foam.
They come in what they call like a manufacturing box, where they're like a box that has like 50 of them, and they're all bubble wrapped up.
Oh, there you go.
They're in a bigger box,
right?
For shipping.
Yep.
Because they can't ship 500 individual watches. They put them in bundles of 50, wrapped up in bubble wrap, and very, very much protected. So I don't want you to get shut out on the watches. And so now that Gene kind of told, now that we just kind of pretty much identified some great clients and people we need to set some watches aside for.
I know. I'm not going to forget you either, Brian from Sunbelt.
Oh, no, we're not. Brian's our guy.
Yep.
Brian and Bob.
Yep.
So now, but, we may only have 25 watches left.
Well, then you got going down to Sunbelt, then you got to think Kevin and...
Well, just easy.
Yeah, I know.
Just everybody easy on the deal.
I know.
I mean, not everybody at Sunbelt's going to get one.
I know. That's right.
Maybe just like 2 or 3. I mean, I only got 500 of them, and I only got 40 left. And the way it's looking right now, I really only got about 25 left.
So I'm going to buy a bunch of cards too, and have some in my truck. So then when I see,
that's kind of a cool thing, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I can afford a bunch of them, and then when I see
here's the thing, Gene.
fans and stuff,
Here's
Bubba
the
Army.
thing. I'll give you 5 or so decks for free, and then I'll just charge you what our dead cost of them is.
I'll buy like 25 or 30 of them.
Be like, hey, man, let me tell you something. Don't forget we're on Facebook and YouTube. That's all you got to tell people.
Right.
We're on Facebook and YouTube at the Bubba Army. Man, I didn't know Bubba was still on the air. I heard Bubba got... Like, let me, when I posted that picture of the studio and I said goodbye to my old friend. By the way, it got
that was kind of sad.
It was. It really was. But a lot of people who aren't familiar... Here's what I don't understand. How can you follow us on Facebook so that you get that alert that I posted a new pic, and then you comment on it? So you obviously are following the show, but you don't know that we're live on the page that you're following.
They're not following then. There's no way you can't not know.
So within the I think there was like 400 comments when I took a picture of the old studio and I said goodbye, my old friend, because we're officially out of there. Like we're other than Lummy needing to go pick up that back gimmick and maybe pick off a few watermelons.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for them to. I'm waiting to be able to get in there.
I also need.
What, you get locked out?
I also need average. I need average Joe.
Yeah.
To go. I'm not average Joe. I need Austin from Wolf, and he really owes me right now. I mean, it's really one-sided.
It is.
He needs to go get that forfeit. That I got something I want to do with that fence in the back.
Yeah.
He needs to go get that. That whole thing I need.
Okay.
You know what I want to do with it.
100, yeah.
So he needs to go get that.
Okay.
Please, Austin. You one-way mother effer. So anyway, Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army shop, Bubba Army store. It looks like I'm thinking because I'm hitting it so hard, please don't wait till you get, well, you might be able to wait till you get paid on payday. But I'm thinking they might be sold out by Friday, the watches. And the UVs, we've sold, half of them. The UV rated fishing / outdoor shirts. So go to Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop.com and get your merch as you can. And don't forget, we'll be having playing cards, Lasker T-shirts, one other thing. I don't know, whatever. So remember I was telling you about the MMA trained police officer?
Yes.
Remember yesterday, and it was in North Charleston, this poor blonde-haired
took a whipping by some girls.
Female police officers trying to thwart and shut down a teen takeover in North Charleston, and at one time she had 4 people on her back beating her ass to death. Then her badass backup, Don Hess and the boys, rolled up in there. Pat McGovern, Don Hess, Chad Geary, they all rolled up in there, whipped some ass, and then she didn't even
be mad about
take a timeout and worry about what type of injuries. She just got to cuffing.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love her. And I might.
But the one teen that was the big girl, she gave her a sucker punch while she was held down by them other 2 girls. That girl needs to go to jail.
Oh yeah, they all need to go to jail. And you know who else needs to go to jail?
Mom.
Their parents.
Yeah.
Their parents. Now, I love this female cop. Bunch of assholes are trying to cause some problems here. And watch her come in. Straight, she's MMA trained. Check, it's only 7 seconds long. Look at this. Look at that. How about that?
Boy, she took out the crowd.
How about that? She rolls up to 3 dudes and a woman. And they're all trying to get, a little bit crazy with her. And she comes in just with some straight overhand rights and then a big that'll learn your karate kick. This is the chick, Lummy, I want for my backup immediately. Yes. I think I'd have her over you.
Is she security for the store or something?
No, she's a cop.
Oh, she's a cop.
She's a police officer.
Good for her.
And these people are causing some type of ruckus. She's making entry into the place, and they're trying to stop her.
And she got a bulletproof vest on and all her gimmicks on.
And she's throwing them.
Now she's still throwing them.
Watch these overhand rights. With a karate kick.
That guy ran. Look, he's running from her.
Hold on. And this dude right here is
saying, please, not me.
Please don't hit me, huh, ma'am. And then, then she goes in. She after she clears the entryway, she goes into the space. Then check this out.
Oh, she hit the blonde. Did you see that?
I love this cop. I don't know who this is. This is Cop of the Year.
Cop of the Year.
You see? And Gene, she's got a taser. She's got an asp. She's got pepper spray. She's got a gun. She doesn't take any of that out. She uses that right fist and that right leg.
And I am so glad she hit that blonde. See the blonde sucker punch her
yeah.
while she was going by. Watch right here. Right now.
Yes.
How'd you like that one?
Yeah,
so the blonde.
Right there.
The blonde sucker punches her. Then she takes a step back, sizes the blonde up, and gives her right down center field. And watch this. Ready?
Tucks her head down.
There's the blonde. The white trash blonde tries to get a little overhand girl punch sucker in her. Right there.
Right there.
Now watch the cop. Watch the cop reset and come right down the power alley. Boom! Bam!
Waited for her to drop that arm. You see that?
Yeah, she used her left to kind of gauge her up. Watch right here. Boom. And then here comes center field.
Her left arm on her right arm and moved it down.
Man, I love that chick. Man, I love that chick.
Like that.
We didn't get to this last week, and I don't know how we didn't. I mean, we got to it a little bit, but we didn't break it down with the body footage and things like that. And so I kind of wrote down just a minute ago, Lummy, during the stop set, saying, here are if you live in Florida, I don't care if you're Iggy or Adam or even Macho Man or Creamsicle or Rob Kahn or Jimmy Clevis or Richard Fabrizi. Or some of the most badass dude, Gene Lasker, some of the bad dudes that I know in life. That if I have to be, if I got to go meet some bad guys, that's
a couple of us have to come.
Those are the people I'm calling for. I'm calling Fabrizi. I'm calling Lasker. I'm calling Jimmy Clevis. I'm calling Rob Kahn. I'm calling maybe Adam. I mean, those are the people I'm calling. I'm definitely calling Creamsicle.
Oh, of course.
I'm calling Lummy, but he just looks good. He's not really that tough.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I got my phone on me.
Mm-hmm. So you can. One of the biggest dudes just gonna.
Well, all them guys at one time would be hard to beat.
Yeah,
can you imagine this right here, Gene? Ready? Gene Lasker with his with his outlaw knowledge. Rob Kahn.
Come on.
He's probably the baddest dude of all of them.
He'll be the last one standing.
Captain Creamsicle. Fabrizi. Jimmy Clevis. Adam from Fenderworks. Lummy. Oh my God, Iggy.
That's a crowd.
It's like a Billie Jean video.
Right.
But in Florida, even all the dudes that I just mentioned, in Florida, here's what you don't mess with in this order: gators, snakes, and sharks, and heights. I put heights in there too because I'm scared of heights now.
That's right.
I never used to be scared of heights, but I kind of am. I never thought twice about riding a roller coaster or anything like that. And nowadays I'm like, man, I'm good. I mean, I've lived a really good life. I've skydived and almost killed myself. I've, had my own airplane. So, and listen, having your own airplane and flying privately in a little tin can is kind of sketch compared to like being on a big jetliner that's got, a large fuselage, and when you're in a little 8-passenger Cessna 414 at 26,000 feet, it's not sketch, but it's kind of sketch, right? You're just up there in this little pressurized tube with 2 little motors going. So I mean, I've done enough in my life that I don't need to be on a 80-foot thunder dropping skyscraping roller coaster. I don't need to be swimming in the ocean at all. The closest I'm going to get to the ocean is either in somebody's boat or on a jet ski. I'd still ride a jet ski. I'm not going to be even near the edge of a freshwater pond that's been known to have gators. I'm not getting in it ever.
No.
I'm not even getting ankle deep on the deal because those gators will sneak right up on you.
Yeah, they're quick.
And then snakes. I don't need to be I don't need to be around snakes. If I'm walking down the street at Ybor and you got snake guy who's got the boa constrictor and he wants you to hot chicks to take pictures. No. This is a prime example. A woman got eaten alive last week. In Orlando?
By a gator?
Yeah.
I know they just spit her arms off.
No, I think did she die?
Oh, she died. She died. Yeah, she died.
Learning more now about a deadly alligator attack in Central Florida. A 31-year-old woman went for a swim.
Now, here's the deal. Okay. This woman obviously can't be from Florida.
No.
Because I'm telling you right now, even the most rookie person of Florida that's been here
ain't playing around that area.
If you've been in Florida at least 2 years and somebody shows you this picture of this freshwater river or lake, and you look at it, I'm looking at it, Gene, I'm looking at the banks, I'm looking at the little log in the middle, I'm like, nope.
Gator.
I'm not, you know what, unless you got an airboat, I don't think I'm going to go in the, and by the way, gators are definitely afraid of airboats because of the sound, and sometimes airboats are run just right over them.
There's a reason why no other people are swimming in the...
Right. So that's called just having your
Not a lot of public there.
Your Florida legs about yourself, like your Florida senses. The average person from Florida can look at this lake and within 7 seconds assess that unless I'm in some type of vessel, and I'm not even talking about like a little kayak that Ty J rolls around in that they can slither right on top of you and chomp you. I need an airboat that's got at least a 350 on it.
With a little bit of sides on it.
Yeah.
With friends Sunday at a state park near Orlando when the alligator attacked. The woman later died on the way to the hospital. Here's the 911 call from Seminole County Fire and EMS.
Can you think about it? How traumatic that would be to be chomped to death by a gator.
It bit her arms off.
They said that the gator did the death roll.
Yeah, that takes it right off of you.
When the gator also is in trouble, like when they trap them, it tries to roll out of it. So that's like their go-to move on everything. Whether they've captured, whether they've bit something and they're trying to kill it, or they've been caught, they do that death roll.
Yeah.
Somebody got bit by a gator.
Bad, real bad, please, hurry.
Both her arms are off, like basically.
Oh my Lord!
I'd like to watch that though.
Yeah, I like to watch that on somebody that's really wronged me, and I can think of 2 or 3 people that I wouldn't mind getting.
Oh, throw them into the gator pond.
But I wouldn't want to watch that on somebody that didn't do anything bad to me.
No.
Just a bad person, like a bad guy.
Third alligator attack in a week. Just yesterday, we told you about a deadly crocodile attack in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. NBC's Liz Kreutz is joining us now.
Crocs,
Liz, what more do we know about this recent attack in Florida and the state's response?
Yeah,
well, the state's response is, if you're going to visit Florida, man, be careful of the ocean that's got sharks, of the forests that's got bear and snakes, and of freshwater lakes, rivers, streams, and ponds that probably got gators. You might just want to.
The governor ought to take this right here and make it into a
PSA
and send it up to New York and play it on TV at 6 o'clock.
I mean, this is a horrifying attack, and the 911 call is really hard to listen to. We have just gotten from officials, they've identified the victim. She's 31-year-old Brittany Clark, and according to
wasn't she really attractive?
I think she was. Yeah,
she was.
Officials, she was hiking.
Send me a Brittany Clark. She was hiking.
With
She's going to give you a hug no more.
Yeah, there she is.
I think she was all tatted up.
Oh, yeah. Like right down your alley right there.
I don't see any tats.
In a state park outside of Orlando.
So when you're hiking, okay? Hiking means dry ground, okay? Meaning like climbing up some rocks, and hiking usually means you're climbing, a grade of some type, or you're hiking along. And within the hiking world, you gotta work. You probably should. And I'll tell you right now, it's no joke. Go get you some bear spray.
Yes.
Because that will take down. It took down 12 men.
And ain't gonna take down a gator.
Oh yes, it will. Absolutely,
yes,
it will.
Yeah, it will.
It will take down anything.
You can spray a gator with
yeah,
right in the eyes,
right in the eyes, or right in the right.
It's got a coating over their eyes.
No, right in its nostrils where it breathes, or in its mouth.
And you're gonna try to aim at them while he's biting
Gene, this bear spray has such a deadly aim that from where I'm sitting right now, I could hit Macho Man.
Wow.
Let me go tell you.
Yes.
Like it's
that
made.
Is deadly.
Where you buy that at?
The bear spray, any like Bass Pro Shops or anything like that, or they have it on Amazon.
It says right here, yes, bear spray is effective on alligators.
Yeah.
It irritates the eyes,
snakes,
nose.
Really?
Anything that breathes, Gene, because it gets this unbelievable pepper capsin gets into their breathing canal. When we were moving the studios, I had a big old thing of bear spray over here to my left that if anybody ever broke in, I could bear spray them. Little did I know, Lummy, that I could bear spray the bad guy, but we would end up, being affected as well. Tease, we were moving stuff. Tease accidentally hit the bear spray, and it was just a psst, like this much right here. Hold on, watch. Like that's it.
That was it.
That's it. Just a tss, and just that tss, cleared out the entire studio for 2 hours. And then we tried to wipe it off with like Windex and industrial cleaner because it got on the countertop. We wiped the countertop off. And when we moved the countertop over to here, just the little bit of residue that was on the wood ended up clearing everybody out for another 30 minutes. Gene, it's the most like, I'm sold on bear spray.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So if you go if you're in Florida, I would say anywhere, and you're going to go hiking, and you don't, and you probably don't want to carry a gun. I mean, I guess you probably could, but
yeah, I am.
But if you don't carry a gun, there's a lot of people that are. I'm not. None of us are. But a lot of people don't like carrying guns. There's a lot of liberal, more Democratic-leaning people like Babyface. I don't know that Babyface. He might own a gun, but he keeps it at his house. But like if Babyface was hiking, Babyface wouldn't take a gun. Meanwhile, I'm taking my gun.
Me too.
I'm taking my .410 Judge that's got 45 caliber slugs along with some snake shot. That's what I'm taking, and I'm taking bear spray. So if you don't want to, if you were hiking and doing some kind of outdoor activity where you're going to be with potential wildlife, you need to get some of this bear spray because it is unbelievable. So you just don't go hiking in Florida without some type of something to protect you. Because think about the Ocala National Forest. Do you know how many bears are in there? It's chocked full of thousands of bears, snakes,
monkeys.
Yeah, they got monkeys. Yes. And guess what? Monkeys don't like you.
And they have what? Hepatitis B?
Monkeys are not cute. Monkeys aren't like Bubbles that Michael Jackson had.
Didn't you have them in Ocala running wild?
They still are.
Monkeys will come up to you and bite you. Just the ones that are size of like a little cat. They'll come up like spider monkeys. They'll come up and bite you. Especially like, Gene, if you were walking through the forest with one of your Slim Jims and string cheese, that monkey's going to attack you for that.
Wow.
During the hike, they decided to stop for a quick sort of swim in a shallow river about 3 feet deep. And that is when the alligator struck, as you heard in that 911 call.
Now, they've since identified the gator. At first, they didn't find the gator. But I guess
it's the gator's fault.
I know, but they're going to still kill it.
Yeah, of course they are.
The alligator bit both of her arms. Take a listen to some more of that call.
But you could be a pedophile and only get 3 years.
So she was bitten on both of her arms. The boyfriend was the one that made the phone call. He was trying to get her from the alligator's mouth.
And he was on the phone?
Way to the hospital.
Can you imagine your girl is getting bit by an alligator to the tune of she's lost both of her arms, and you're trying to finagle helping her while calling 911. Oh, my God.
I'd have to try to get my ring back.
Well, she did pass away from her injury.
Hey, Gator, listen, I know you got Sarah pretty much in a bad predicament, and I know you've already blowed out her boobs, but can I get that there? That was about a $40,000 ring right there. Can I get that back from you, buddy? Sorry, Sarah.
By the way, in a gator, if you do see yourself being attacked by a gator, don't try to pry their mouth open. That's the worst thing you can do.
They got like 4 muscles to open their mouth up, and they got like 86.
You try to keep their mouth closed.
I think
is what you want to do because they don't got much strength.
No, you're supposed to jam your thumbs into their eyeballs.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I'd probably be doing that too.
That's the only thing you're supposed to do.
And of course, that was actually the police there talking about the incident. She ended up dying on her way to the hospital because of those injuries. And officials did actually capture 2 massive alligators, 12 and
Did they think they cut their bellies open to see if they
probably
could get her arm?
Yeah.
13 feet that they're now trying to determine which one was the one that attacked Tom.
Yeah, hold on. You got 2 gators. Hold on. You got 2 gators that are in holding cells, and the one gator goes, "I didn't do it, buddy. You did it."
They're X-raying them.
He's like, "No, buddy, you did it. You did it. Wait till they
put an X-ray over them. See if it's in the belly.
What if one had one arm and one had the other?
They're both gone.
Terrific, Liz. Thank you very much. What do we?
Should they do a public execution of it? Like, walk it out to the middle of Times Square and hang it?
Yeah, free gator nuggets.
From the boyfriend, I understand that you've actually heard something from his perspective.
Yeah, we did just get a statement from the boyfriend, the one who called 911. He put out a statement to us saying she was an amazing and caring person. She didn't deserve to go out in such a way.
Such a cute chick.
Yeah.
Just a cute little natural.
Regular girl.
Regular chick.
She was the strongest and most outgoing person I've ever met in my 30 years of life, and said that they never in a million years would have expected this nightmare. And we should point out, Tom, that this is mating season for alligators, which means they can be more prevalent.
Which means they want to mate your wife.
Yeah.
The positive
I'd
thing
try to
is-
get the skin and make a chopper seat out of it so
Well,
I could
the-
ride with her again.
Yeah, the good
Now
thing is
listen,
mating
Sarah, I know
season's
you got
ended.
eaten by a gator, but I got you on my seat of my chopper for the rest of my life. What's that, Lummy?
Oh, God, mating season's over, so now you can go back to
So now they
work.
won't eat you again?
Okay, something to watch for.
Try
Liz,
that.
thank you very much. We thank.
I think this is body cam footage
Of her?
of
No way.
the police officer that was responding.
Oh, he grossed out.
Where are we?
Man, you don't really appreciate cops until you realize they're usually the first ones there, and they always have like a medical kit and a tourniquet kit.
And they don't know what they're getting into.
They don't know what they're getting into, but this guy, he
just went right through the woods,
automatically he
didn't bat an eye.
went through the woods, had his little medical tourniquet kit on with him, gets into it, rubber gloves up because he's going to be dealing with blood, and he's first to assist. Man, we just don't appreciate our cops enough. We really don't.
It's that.
See, he's getting the tourniquet out.
Yeah, he knows he needs it. Her arm's off.
And then this, Lummy, this was last week.
This is really what I ain't playing with.
Now, Lummy, this is in like the
It's like Panama.
Panama City.
Yeah.
1011. How you doing? Everybody listening to us on Florida Man Radio 1011 and then Fort Walton Beach 1031. Like my good buddy Dave.
That's just happening while you guys was on the ride.
Like my buddy Dave at Gus's Tractors with his lovely wife. Big fans of the show. Lunkhead.
Y'all should have been riding instead of swimming.
Justin Nunley.
Terrifying video out of Panama City, Florida, shows a man desperately fighting.
Man, again, snakes, sharks, and gators. Don't screw with them.
No.
Don't go into the water. You know what? When I had a weekend at Tom Bean's condo about a year ago, and Merch Crick wanted to walk on the beach, and I kind of like walking on the beach, like the sun, like the seashells underneath your bare feet. It's kind of cool. But she got into like maybe ankle deep, and I'm like, she's like, come on in. I'm like, I ain't going ankle deep. She's like, what? It's just ankles. Like
they'll get you there too.
I go, let me tell you something. Have you ever heard of those stingrays that like they bury themselves in the sand
with their
and
tail up,
and then you step on their barb?
Yep.
Next thing you know, they're cutting my leg off.
Or the jellyfish.
And I'm like, we're a half a mile away from the condo. How you gonna get me up there?
Wow, these stingray, you're supposed to shuffle.
Yeah, well, I'm not shuffling. You know what I'm doing? I'm staying right there on that edge for where high tide was about 20 minutes ago.
Exactly.
And I could still get the crunching of the seashells underneath my.
I get right to the edge where it splashes you.
Where every third wave you get a little splash gimmick.
That's all.
But the other two miss you.
That's all I need.
I'm exactly with you, Gene. That's all I need, buddy. You know what? I'm in the ocean, buddy. Woo!
I can't see in there. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Now, back in the day, when I used to hang out with Hogan and stuff, I mean, we would literally, swim out to the furthest swimming buoys, we'd get in his boat and go 5 miles out. Well, that one time we got caught doing some stuff we weren't supposed to be doing by the Coast Guard cutter. Yeah. But we'd go out 5 miles and then just jump in the ocean, swim around a little bit.
What kind of craziness is that?
That's something I would never do now. Hell, I won't even go past my toes.
For his life during a shark attack.
Just had a Signal 45 shark attack out at the Navy base.
Navy officials say the man, who is in his late 20s, is an employee at the Navy base marina. He was swimming during his lunch break Monday with a coworker when he was bitten by a shark.
Got there immediately and performed the life-saving measures that we can. Our hearts go out and prayers. And
did he die?
No, I think he's still alive.
Thoughts go out to the victim and the victim's family.
The man suffered injuries to both arms and was taken to a nearby hospital where he was rushed into surgery. That hospital tells CBS News he remains in critical condition. Michael Heighthouse is a marine biologist.
Yeah, having lunch, Oceanside.
What kind of guy was he?
I think he was possibly worked for the military.
Yeah, he did.
No,
He's-
was he white? What was he?
I don't know.
They're keeping his identity
warming up.
secret.
There's shark nurseries around there. So this is the time of year where people are getting the water because it's hot, and more sharks are moving.
Yeah, that's
He
why you
evidently
buy.
didn't taste
hey,
good.
listen, that's why you buy a swimming pool.
That's right.
That's right. I look down at my
Because
pool.
if you
I see
feel-
nothing. I jump
yeah,
in.
The only thing I see is a couple leaves I need to pick up.
Yes.
That's it. I can see there's nothing in there that's going to kill me.
Moving in.
While experts note shark attacks
No to the hell no.
are rare, Florida has seen more than any other state in recent years.
If you see a big shark,
Poop your pants and be like Jesus and learn how to walk on water real fast, my friend. I'm going to be Bubba Phelps like you wouldn't believe.
keep your eye on it.
The thing about me, is I got so much blubber, they're going to like the taste. I got heavy.
That's the problem.
I got heavy marbleization.
They'll take probably a couple chunks
like when
out
you
of you.
get that porterhouse steak that's got that heavy marbleization, that really makes the steak tasty. Well, when the shark takes a bite of me, he's like, man, this is like a Delmonico with heavy marbleization. He'd bite Macho Man and be like, ew, that's like squid, all muscle. He'd bite me and be like, oh, hell yeah.
Like squid. Squids are not muscle.
Yes, they are. Like calamari.
Oh, yeah, like calamari.
Eat calamari, which is squid, and see how tough it is.
Yeah, you got to chew it.
It's like muscle.
By the way, just so you know, if with the shark, you don't want to splash. You want to stay still as much as possible.
Yeah, because they can't really. I guess they can't.
No, why
see.
are you looking at me?
Just giving you
I'm simply don't need none of that because I will not be
Slowly
in that predicament
back out of
ever.
the water.
This comes as
look at all these potential.
Look at all the
get bit.
people.
Sharks are looking at this like it's a golden corral.
Because they're all Yankee stupid.
lawmakers are pushing for a national shark attack alert system.
Oh, let's
named
get as
after
far out there
teenage
as we can.
Oh, here we go. Look at this poor girl. She lost.
Poor baby.
She lost her hand.
Shark attack survivor Lulu Gribben. Lulu's law
Lulu.
would require the FCC to send out emergency alerts to cell
Look at
phones
them sharks.
following a confirmed shark attack.
The FCC wants
Did you
to
see
turn
how
off.
close it was? It was only like 4 or 5 feet from the edge of that water.
The FCC wants to turn off all AM stations or not make AM a requirement for car manufacturers to include AM in your AM and FM radio, but they want to send shark attack alerts out to your cell phone. Come on, man.
The bill has passed both the House and Senate and now awaits President Trump's signature.
Shark attack update on your phone. Don't you think by the time that they've diagnosed and distinguished that there's a potential shark threat, that it might be too late? That's like saying a tornado's coming as it's hitting your neighbor's house.
Right.
Last year nationwide, there were 25 shark attacks. About half of those were here in Florida. Matt, experts say don't swim in murky water. If you are swimming, try not to have anything shiny on you, which could be mistaken for fish
as a lure.
Scales, and try not to swim alone.
Yeah, swim with your best friend so you both can get bitten.
What are they worried about shiny stuff? You could be black because the penguin's black and they eat penguins like delicacy.
Listen,
fish scale.
Here's the deal. When they see a shiny object, one time Hogan and I and his entire family, and it's when I was dating Rebecca, we went down to the Bahamas, and Linda and he rented this catamaran for us to all go lobstering. Let me how they have lobstering down there?
Of course, yeah.
And we all had like snorkels and like breathing apparatuses, and the captain put us on this lobster bed, so to speak, and there was a number. I think it's like 1 or 2 per person.
Yeah.
On the boat, and we had like 10 people on the boat.
Got a little stick with a hook on it.
Yeah. Well, no. You go down there and you grab them by the top. They give you these gloves, and you go and you grab them on top. And then they're out there with their claws, but they can't get you.
Well, they don't really have claws. Florida lobsters don't really have
these
claws.
were orange.
They can't bite you?
Well, yeah, so you grab them. So we all jump in, and the guy's giving us our instructions on how to do it. And Linda's got all of her bling on. She's got her wedding band, which is probably 8 or 9 carats. She's got a gold tennis bracelet. She's got a necklace. She's got an anklet. She's got like a couple rings. I mean, that's the way she rolled.
Right.
And the guy goes, Linda, get out now. Right now. And she's like, why? And then the captain's like, just get out. So he gets out. She gets out. He goes, you have to take off all that jewelry. And they weren't worried about sharks. Do you know what they were worried about? Barracuda.
Yeah.
Barracuda love shiny objects. And the barracuda, they're as deadly as a shark. I mean, they actually got more teeth. Yeah, so they yoked her out, and Hootie was like, "Oh man, bro, I wish you would have kept him on." Big dick.
Would have saved him some money.
Don't be mad at him, dude. Be happy for him. He would be happy for you.
Yep, they got it all figured out.
Oh, no, I'm happy for him. I'm so happy for him that I would like to beat him with my happiness.
Bubba the Love Sponge returns after this.
Thumbs up, Chatamungos.
You're at 520. You're good.
I'm doing good.
But
so let's keep it going.
But keep pressing.
Yeah, let's keep
pressing.
It going. Throw some coins my way, man. Wake me up. When I hear coins, man, I like to say dumb stuff. Morning.
Wow.
Everybody's on the Chatamungos today, man. Looks like full pages.
Let me check the money.
Yeah, Bob Cook, the tickle stick. That's what I meant about that rod with a hook on it where you pull them out and get them ready. I ain't never did it, but I just watched the dudes. Alan Bowling, good morning. Jeffrey Cook Kendo. Internet Fred. Grouper Lips. Good morning. Steve, the grumpy old man, got the morning blues. Send us $5. We'll be smiling.
Iggy 20.
Dad Art, good morning. All right. I gotta get rid of that though. Boom. Man, I'm getting good at this. Glenn Longnecker, morning. Steve and Snook Slayer. Alaska Wednesday, $100. Do you see that?
No, but we'll get to it here. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Let me just have to.
And then a $5 on the barbecue pitmaster and a $2 on the dirt merchant. You the man, guys. Keep them little red things going. Jeffrey Rearson, morning. $2 Willies, morning. Jaw Bronco, J-Lo Bronco. Yeah, I love the Rumblers too, the Rumbelos. The Rumbolinos.
Big E.
The Rumbolinos on the Chatamungos.
Big E, $100, Oscar Wednesday.
Boom.
Yeah, we got
$5.
Yenzer, morning.
So let me backtrack all of our gimmicks there.
Will do.
Thank you, Johnny K.
You
the Yenzers,
the ocean too.
The glow bug. Thank you guys.
Yeah, getting eaten is pretty much a bad way to go, man. It's like, I don't want none of that action. I mean, you can't fight something you can't see when you're in the water. Iggy McGillicuddy, 02, say it.
Iggy. Don't forget Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army shop.
You guys watch.
Bubba Army store. Get your. We probably have less than 25 watches.
Man, you got cool stuff, man. It's like even me and Coben driving down the road, and you were talking about your stuff, and we were looking at pictures on the internet of it, and Coben's going, "He's got cool stuff, don't he, Dad?" I said, "You got a lot of it." And he goes, "I know." He goes, "I wear it." He goes, "But he's got cool stuff."
We need to get Coben. I don't think Coben wears one.
It's a sign. The end times are here. Ultra-powerful hurricanes, tsunamis, massive earthquakes, and Bubba, the Love Sponge.
Sorry.
There is a version of you that was sharper, stronger, more present. You remember him. Low testosterone doesn't announce itself. It just quietly rolls up on you. Takes away your energy, your focus, your drive, and one day they're gone. Game Day Health and Destin gets it. Real medical professionals who take men's health seriously. Treat the whole picture. Low ED, low testosterone, weight, hormones, sleep, and you can get results. They have if you're running hard, you can run. They'll have you running hard, clean, and without apology. With the throttle back in your hands where it begins and where it belongs. GameDayMen'sHealth.com/Destin. I think they got several locations, but in particular, Destin is the one that advertises on Florida Man Radio and allows me to talk about them. GameDayMen'sHealth.com/Destin.
I'm part of that. I'd go there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, right here in Tampa.
Fantastic. The National Guard has been dispatched to Memphis. Memphis has been having a lot of these teen takeovers, and now that the kids are out for summer, it seems like this is very prevalent. I think we got
Big E 7375, $100. Iggy McGillicuddy 20, Barbecue Pitmaster, and Siri Stringer.
Boom.
Woo.
Thank you, Egg. Thank you, Cable. Who was it? Cable Dog?
No, Big E.
What, Big E was the Hun?
Yes, it was.
That sounds like a folks. That sounds like a folks.
Why does it got two sounds?
I don't know. T-shirt Will gave it to me because it's a DeWalt, and Gene, unlike yours, I only got two horns. See, up top.
You know, sometimes you might not even want to hit it. It's like the bowling ball effect.
But here's the deal. It's effective. You know, it's better than no sound at all. You know, even a $100 bill. Like
it's almost not.
This is, I love. Now look at this big dude. This big dude is just in here.
He ain't no kid.
No, he's not. And he's a grown man and big. And he's in here just whipping ass. And then the National Guard comes in and gives him the good news. I don't know how I'd handle that big lummy. Like I'd have
it's
to
hard to handle him.
I
He's like
have to have
almost
Rob,
7 foot tall.
Rob Kahn or Creamsicle come in on this one.
Yeah. Take it out.
Maybe Fabrizi, because I've seen Fabrizi jump on a guy's back and then gouge his eyeballs out.
Oh.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this guy's just...
What was he thinking?
And
he walked right into it.
And this big 7-foot dude's got a reach. So watch this little dude. By the way, the big 7-foot dude's got leather pants on, too, for those scoring at home. Look at his pants.
Yeah, they look all right.
Of course, Lasker says.
But look at his girl.
Watch
she got
this.
tiger skin on her.
Oh.
Look at her. She going, that's what you get. Oh, and that. Oh. Hey,
the one guy's got it. Hold on, but the one dude had the technique. Come in on the legs.
Yeah.
And get the big lean.
But he took some uppercuts.
Get the big. Yeah, he did take. He ate some uppers, but he's got the guy. Look
at the girl, boy. She just swinging. Boom, boom.
Now
here comes the band.
Yeah.
It's a wonder she didn't uppercut the cop. She knew better.
And
why do they threaten them with the spray and not just do it?
Because they don't want it. Because when you do it, you get blowback on yourself. So you only want to do it under the most extreme conditions where you can't control.
You're in a bind.
Yeah, if you got a chance to maybe potentially control them, then you don't pepper.
Okay. Grab that ponytail.
Cops don't usually grab hair, Gene.
Oh, well, that's what I grab right there, and I snatch her right by her neck.
Now, why aren't the cops yoking up the Wilt Chamberlain looking
There's not
dude?
enough of them.
Yeah, they're going to be coming in.
They got the guy's girlfriend. That guy can't get up. He can't get up.
The dude got knocked out. It's like, man, I'm trying to let you handcuff me, but I'm still seeing stars.
He don't know where he's at.
I'm not fighting back, sir. I can't get up.
I don't know where
I got my eggs scrambled from Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain gave me 3 uppers, and I don't even know where I'm at right now. Are we in Detroit?
No. Is that where we're at here, Detroit?
No, it's Memphis. But the guy thinks he's in Detroit. He got hit so hard. Oh, then they bring the horses in, and you don't realize, man, horses are so big, and that's like the most extreme crowd control measure is to use.
They just push you right around.
Yeah, like those horse, you can't hurt a horse.
Mm-mm.
Although if you hit a horse, like if
you're in trouble.
It's the same as hitting a cop.
Yeah.
Or if you the canine unit.
It's kind of worse. I mean, they're harder on you for getting the animals. Cop animals.
Like if they sick the canine on you,
yeah, and you
just don't let them, chew your arm off,
right?
And you try to fight the dog or hurt the dog.
You get a lot of trouble for that.
You get a lot of dog. Now, I asked you earlier before the show started.
Yes,
I said, can you go back? And I don't want to. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pound my chest a little bit by saying I've been saying this was what is going to happen for a long time. Now, I've had Dan and Steve and Jay, nothing against those guys, but they're like, they've been more patient and more kind of along the lines of Trump, where let's stay patient. It's going to work. I'm going to take the right deal. I don't want to take the wrong deal. That may take some time. And I think Lasker might have been, and maybe Lummy, but certainly Gene. Gene's been the only one that's co-signed with me that says, let's blow them up.
No, I've been there saying
accountability.
Let's just get rid of them.
I've been like, rather than an expression that that I've used a lot. I hope people don't think it's become a crutch, because certainly it's not. But it's just an expression that I've heard for years, but it really fits here, and we just keep kicking the can down the road. Like these people don't have any intentions of really giving us a deal that we can live with, that we want. Now, we went into this epic fury with three things. One, now the Strait of Hormuz wasn't even initially on our radar because the Strait of Hormuz was open. Like before epic fury started, nobody controlled the Strait of Hormuz.
Well, no, Iran did.
But hold on, they weren't charging tolls. They weren't gouging people. They weren't putting landmines and explosives for boats to hit. Maybe they controlled it a little bit with some tolls. I don't know, but it wasn't near a thing like it certainly became, and it became one of their bargaining chips. So when we first started this, we wanted to finish what we started with regards to the bunker busters. Remember about a year ago, we sent like 30 B-12 B-1 bombers over there. And I remember the Sean Hannity, we actually have a clip of Sean Hannity saying, mission accomplished, and Jesse Waters and all the Fox propaganda talking about, mission accomplished, and we have blown their nuclear system and their nuclear capabilities, 15 or 20 years. It would take them 20 years to be able to repair how bad we blowed them up. Well, comes to find out we really didn't blow them up that bad. And they still had enriched uranium to be able to produce nuclear warheads. And they are still the bully of the Middle East, and they had long-range ballistic capabilities. And then as we started this, and we day one or day two blew up their supreme leader and a bunch of their leaders of the supreme family, the Ayatollah, they then made the Strait of Hormuz a thing. And when did this start officially? You could maybe Google. I miss my Alexa. What was the first, I'd be asking Alexa right now. Alexa,
February 28th.
What was the first day of Epic Fury?
February 28th, 2026, Bubba.
Thank you, Lemmy.
You got to be kidding me.
So,
that is the epitome of kiss his butt.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is?
Really?
Shut up, Gene. Do you know what it is? It's the epitome of knowing what I want and giving me what I want and creating great programming to keep me in a good mood.
So you thought that was great programming?
Yeah, it's funny.
To sound like a lesson sounding stupid.
Yeah, it's funny.
It sounds like Alexa.
Your son's going to grow up someday and watch this show.
Yeah, he's going to be
some of the old times. He's going to say, "Dad, why you do that?"
And he's going to say, "Wow, Bubba really."
Yeah, really, Dad.
He said that Gene guy was a dick, but Bubba really put him over.
Everybody just shut up. We have something else to talk about. So February 28th, we started this. And everybody was Johnny Rah-Rah in the first couple days, and we were out there just blowing the hell out of them, and we killed a couple rounds of their leaders and what have you. And we were pretty much on the same page as Israel and whole 9 yards. Well, then we had, remember the first deadline was Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
It was going to be Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
An hour later.
And it got to the Tuesday, but at 6 o'clock, the next thing you know, Trump said, "Just want to let you know, I've just been off the phone with Iran, and we're super close. Just a couple little points but we're gonna get it done. It looks like we basically got a deal. We basically got a deal. Everything I wanted, I got. Well, that was like March 4th or 5th or something, like." They have continued and continued and continued to go back on their word, and then they've pitted us against Israel and be like, we have a ceasefire order, but Israel's still bombing parts of Hezbollah and things like that. And then Iran comes back and be like, you cannot control Israel, so the ceasefire is no good. Meanwhile, it almost is like they're in charge of the ceasefire.
Yeah.
And we've no, bitch, we're going to tell you when the ceasefire is over. You're not going to tell us when it's over. And when we have a ceasefire, regardless of what Lebanon or what Israel or whoever these fringe states that you're still mad at or you're protecting, whatever happens, listen, this is you and I talking, bitch. This is Iran and USA. And we got a deal, and you went in the middle of the night and blew up a couple of Navy vessels or at least shot at them. So you're going to pay. We'll tell you when it's over, you stinky camel riding bitches. Well, fast forward to July 8th. July 8th. So February, March, April, May, June. We are 4.5 months, 4 months and 2 weeks into this deal. And finally, and I've been saying all along, like, Lemmy, what are some of the headlines? Did you go through?
Yeah, I went back all the way to March. Let's see, March 2nd, March 3rd. Trump shakes Iran, World War III incoming. Is Iran the next Afghanistan?
So dating back to the first week of March, some of our thumbnails, and which is a lot our thumbnails are kind of a representation of what our main topic's going to be.
And March 12th, did Trump underestimate?
There you go. So on March 12th, I've been screaming since March 12th that this deal is going to end up being where we finally are. And Trump, this is Trump yesterday. And did you say March 12th?
March 12th,
Since
yes.
March 12th, I've been saying these guys are no good. They're a bunch of liars. They're going to extend this out. And Donald, Mr. Trump, Mr. 47, all they're doing is making you don't know this,
look
stupid. Because you're down to a 37% approval rating. And you got red-leaning states that are less than 40% now of you got Indiana, and you got some of your hardcore base states that now you have a less than 40% approval rating in.
Yeah, this one May 4th, another Trump threat, LOL.
Yeah. And so maybe somebody got to him, maybe Roger Stone or somebody that's not afraid to tell him how the real landscape said, Mr. President, you keep dealing with these people. They're not interested in dealing with you. Yeah, but they got a good deal. It's the good deal you think today is going to be a bad deal by Friday because they're going to send a couple of their little mosquito boats out and cause havoc. That's all they're going to do. And by doing that, it creates propaganda within their country. And their country thinks that we're a bunch of pussies. And they think that you're a tyrant and that you have dementia and that you're a bad guy. And so since you are all of that, at least that's what then be it. Be the crazy-ass, wild, unpredictable wild man, and you're going to, in this administration, have to make an example out of a country that wouldn't listen to you and try to clown you out. I can't think of, now you can't pull this nonsense with China. You can't pull any military action on Russia. There's a lot, you can't do it on Saudi. There's a lot of countries that you just can't flex your muscle on and blow them into oblivion and put an explanation point on your effort. This is the one that you can. You're not going to be held for any war crimes because you've in good faith now showed the Warsaw Pact Convention, the Geneva Convention, the NATO, anybody that would keep score as to the war crimes, you can say, I've been trying since March 28th to get this deal done, and they're impossible. The only thing that they respond to is when we unalive them. I found out now in our podcasting with Pete, we can't say murder or killed.
Yeah,
we have to say unalive.
Yeah,
So we're very, very, on this show, it doesn't matter because it's only a fleeting. We only say it every once in a while. But when we're talking about in the podcast world that Pete and I live with, we talk about, that's the topic in itself is people being killed. So we have to say unalived.
People being unalived?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cooler.
This guy unalived 13 people.
Feels like you put your hands on him for that.
So I feel like we have to unalive some people over in Iran.
All of them. How about that?
Well, you can't, Gene. You can't. There's the babies.
Hey, you got 30 days to get rid of the babies and the women. Send them over here. Boom, boom. I'm going to bomb all of this.
I think that Trump needs to send a message of that type somehow, way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Or at least strategically pick out. Here's what I think. You pick out all of the military bases, the Supreme Leader's house, all of the bridges, all of the weapons depot, all of the places where they have enriched uranium, potentially nuclear warheads. Gene, you pick out all their communication towers, all of their oil facilities, and you tell them, because I don't think that there's a way that you can build a defense system up. You can't put a big net over your big oil tanks, right?
Nope.
So you say, I just want to let you know, here are the 50 targets we're hitting Friday at noon. Yes. So get everybody out that you don't want dead or unalived. Get everybody out that you don't want unalived, because at noon, if you're near this facility or this list of 50 facilities,
it's going to be a dust ball.
You probably aren't going to be breathing. And then
I'm voting for that guy.
And then here's the deal. Lummy, if you take out the majority of their infrastructure, their bridges, their weapons depot, their electric grid, their oil supply, their communications supply.
Send them right back to a third world country.
They can't make it.
No,
they can't.
right.
They're done. You're done. Like, you now have a country full of rubble.
Now they're going to beg for help.
Well, now they're going to say, well, we don't have any nuclear capabilities because you guys bombed them all.
Right.
So since that's kind of like our major deal, is so that they don't have nuclear enriched uranium capabilities. So they're not going to give it to us. And they're not going to allow us to come there and excavate it and inspect it every 2 or 3 years. So what do you got to do at that point? You got to take it.
Well, seriously, all you have to do after we smoke that whole country is the Hormuz Strait there.
Strait of Hormuz, not the Hormuz Strait.
Right. Well, that strait. Beans, we don't use that oil anyway, so it's got nothing to do with our prices. So
no, it does, because it affects the world. That's how. I mean,
hell with the world, other than us.
Well,
how about everybody? Everybody gets taxed
Gene,
through there, and that money goes to fixing Iran.
Yeah, we can do that,
right? And then and don't cost us no money. So
listen, Iran. Here's the deal: we're going to completely bomb you, so you're no longer a country.
But you're allowed to tax.
But then we're going. But we have to police it. We're going to charge a toll for ships to go through here, and we're going to give you less what it takes for us, the expenses it takes for us to collect it.
Yep.
Right. Less the expenses it takes for us to collect it, we're going to give that back as your rebuilding fund.
Yeah,
and the more that you're compliant, and the more that you help us, the more money you're going to make.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what we're going to do: we won't bomb your oil places, so you can still pump some oil, make some money.
Yeah.
But we're taking out everything else Friday at noon.
Mr. President, is the ceasefire over?
This is yesterday. And the reporter said, is the ceasefire over? And this is the most candid Trump has ever been. Which, by the way, Lummy, it's amazing. After this press conference, guess what? Yesterday, oil, $68, right?
Yep.
Guess what it is now?
What is it?
75.
Of course.
75.
Have any questions?
Mr. President, is the ceasefire over? Is the ceasefire done? Is the MOU dead?
It's a very interesting question. To me,
you can tell that
I'm mad at him for that.
Well, but you can also see that he is completely over it.
Yeah,
like he is completely over it. I think that he is not defeated, but he's
defeated.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
that's an interesting question. What, stupid? What? We've been fighting.
I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people. And they're vicious, violent people. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I'll speak to our negotiators. They want to negotiate. They're good people. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner. But they have to come back to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste of time dealing with them. They're liars. We make a deal. And if I make a deal with him, we have a deal, and he goes out.
How long have I been saying this? Since March 12th. Since March 12th, I've been calling them liars, stinky camel riding son of a bitches, kicking the can down the road. I mean, it's July 8th now, so call it July 12th. Yeah. It's March 12th. April, May, June, July, for 4 months, at least twice, sometimes 3 times a week. Our thumbnail and our headlines are alluding to the fact that this deal's never going to get done. They're kicking the can down the road. We're dealing with impossible people, and that one day Trump would be having these type of feelings. They've lied to him, and quite frankly, they've made him look stupid. Quite frankly, he needs to look at his approval polls, and the number one thing that people are pissed off about is the war in Iran, which causes fuel prices to be as high as they've been in years, and don't even think about going to the grocery store and not spending $500 for less than 3 days of groceries. Like, it's almost cheaper to eat out.
We make a deal. And if I make a deal with him, we have a deal, and he goes out, he talks. We make a deal. Everyone's agreed. No nuclear weapon. We make a deal. They go outside, talk to the press. They say, we never even talked about it. There's something wrong with them. They're cuckoo. As far as I'm concerned, it's over.
Are we done?
These talks won't resume after we get through the funeral proceedings. Does this mean that talks with Iran will not resume?
I don't care. They can talk, but I think they're wasting their time. They're a bunch of lying guys. I do it my whole life.
And listen, man, this is what I have been saying since March 12th. Finally, this is the most candid and honest and mad and actually the most realist reaction that we've gotten from him. Because before all of this, he always gave them the benefit of the doubt. They listen, we're dealing with some good people over there. They know what's best for the American. They know what's best for their country. We don't even know who's in charge. We've taken out so many of them, but we're going to get a deal done. This is finally, maybe he realizes this is what America wants. America doesn't want to withdraw so that we look stupid. Now, America would probably have preferred that we not enter into this. There's a reason why the last 10 or 11 presidents have just let these nut jobs alone, because they're impossible to deal with. So you just let them do their thing, knowing that they really don't pose a threat on us, per se. But no, he sticks his nose into it, and he wants to be the man. But he half-assed it because he underestimated. In fact, Lummy, one of my clips from early March was, did Trump underestimate Iran?
Yeah.
And I think he did. I think he did.
All I do is deals. My whole life that's how I became president, I guess. That's a deal too, right? But I made a lot of money. I had a lot of great success. Tremendous success. Everything I did, I was successful.
Not on this, you haven't been.
Nope.
Brag all you want, bud. And you have been successful. You've taken some L's. But this doesn't have to be an L. It was an L to get into it. But once you're in it, don't take another L. You have the ability and the most powerful military in the world. And whoever keeps score on war crimes are not going to hold this against you, because these people you've tried for 5 months to negotiate with these people, and they're unreasonable. So just like Harry S. Truman never got in trouble for bombing Nagasaki and Hiroshima, which was absolutely a war crime. The first two...
Why was it a war crime?
Well, because you shouldn't kill innocent people. And the only way we could get Japan to stop...
Who do you think there was innocent?
Well, all of the people that aren't part of the military, that are just living in their life in Hiroshima or Nagasaki. But it was the only thing, Gene, that was going to make Japan had the same type of mentality that the Iranians have, and that is, we will not give up until we can take our last breath. So if there's still 10 soldiers left, we're not giving up. So Harry S. Truman, we were 2 German scientists came over and developed what was the first nuclear bomb. It was called what? Big Fat Boy and Little Man, or Little... I forget the two. They were on B-36 bombers. I think the Enola Gay was one of them. And we developed 2 nuclear
The Enola Gay?
I think
that's the name of the plane?
I think one of the planes was the Enola Gay. Let me chin check me on it.
Yeah, Enola Gay.
I mean, Gene, does that not just amaze you when I pull stuff like that on my ass?
Yeah, it sure does.
That one of the planes that dropped one of the bombs on either Hiroshima or Nagasaki
was Hiroshima
named
with Little Boy.
Little Boy and Fat Boy. Wasn't it Little Boy and Fat Boy? Fat Man.
Fat Man.
Fat Man and Little Boy. Gene, those were the 2 bombs, and I think Hiroshima was first and Nagasaki was second.
Yes.
You've been part of history a long time.
Well, no, I just paid a little bit of attention. So Hiroshima was first, and that was with Little Boy, right?
Yes.
And then the Enola Gay, I think.
Enola Gay brought Little Boy over.
Enola Gay and a B-36 bomber, they called it the Twin Fortress. And you know why Gene, I learned all this at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. My dad took me, Doug Klim took me there one time, and it showed replicas of the Little Boy and the Fat Man. And they actually have the Enola Gay, the B-36 Flying Fortress on display where you could see the plane. And then they had, information about it. But so, Gene, here's the deal. Japan was never going to give up militarily. They were never, no matter how many of their planes, no matter how many of their soldiers, no matter how many of their Navy ships, no matter how much that we killed them, whether it was the Battle of Midway, or just, Iwo Jima. Just we were winning. We started picking off these wars in their own backyards, these battles, and we were closing in on the mainland, but they still wouldn't give up. And Harry S. Truman was like, I hate to do it, but we now have developed the first nuclear, they were called atom bombs, and they caused this huge flash of Gene, people died by burning, the Wild Witch of the Wizard of Oz. That's how people died. They dropped these bombs, and within a 25-mile radius, people literally, and you could see image of them. You could see human images flashed onto bricks. But it was the only way that Japan was going to give up and surrender was for us to have to put what was the total casualties of both? Wasn't it over 200,000?
It's estimated between 150 and 246,000.
So, Gene,
they popped right back, though.
Well, they did. I mean, it took
a lot of breeding.
It took a lot of years for Japan to recover. But guess what they did? When we went over there and used 2 warheads on 2 of their largest cities and killed nearly 250,000 of them, guess what they did?
Started breeding.
They surrendered. They surrendered.
You think?
Well, the only way that Iran is going to surrender
2 of them babies
is if we do something similar.
Yeah.
And Harry S. Truman was the Democratic president from Missouri. Do you know what Harry S. Truman did before he was a president? Before he was a senator? Do you know what he was?
He was
a general.
He was a haberdasher.
Oh,
what is that?
He was a haberdasher.
What is that?
A guy that works in a men's clothing store.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yep. Chin check me.
No, yeah.
Chin check me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He was Gene, haberdasher.
Haberdasher.
That's a guy that works in a men's clothing store. Chin check me.
And you don't see that.
He was a Democrat, then he became a Democratic senator out of Missouri. Then he barely got the Democratic election, and he won the presidency. And he's the guy that he was the president that made the commander-in-chief order to drop these 2 newly created atom bombs on the 2 largest cities in Japan so that I can end this war. This war is not good for our country, and we need to put an end to this.
So he was a mad dude.
No, he just was. I mean, a lot of people consider him brilliant because we don't know how long the Japanese would have continued on. Now, Hitler was having problems. I think Hitler had already killed himself, hadn't he, Lummy?
Yeah, I think right around that time. Yeah,
I mean, Hitler was out. Hitler was out. We defeated Hitler. The Allied forces defeated Hitler on the north side, and we were still fighting with Japan on the south side, if you will. We'd already gotten Hitler, and we just needed to put an end to Japan. They weren't ever giving up. They're just not wired to give up, just much like these stinky Iranians. So Harry S. Truman, who was never convicted or even tried for a war crime, killed nearly 250,000 innocent Japanese, civilians that had nothing to do with the war, but that caused Japan to raise the white flag. That's what we need Iran to do, and they're only going to do it through Harry S. Truman type tactics.
So the guy, what did you just say? The Herman guy?
Harry Truman?
The guy that fitted the people, fitted the men, men fitter.
Harry Truman.
He
was the president of the United States.
And he made the remark, boom, bomb him, right? He was the one?
When you're the president of the United States, you're they call the commander-in-chief. You run the military. And so this war, we'd already defeated Hitler, and Japan had attacked us. Remember Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1942, Lummy?
41.
And so we were in this war with Japan. They attacked us, and it was keep going on and on and on. We had joined the Allied forces and beat Germany. Hitler, I think, offed himself, but we're still in this war with Japan, and we're now infiltrating their part of the country through the Battle of Midway and what have you. We've taken out most of their fleet. It's really similar to what's happening to Iran. We took out all their military, but they continued. Their leaders and what have you would not give up until they gave them the good news on the first 2 atom bombs ever invented. And by the way, guess who invented the atom bombs? two exiled Jews from Germany who had escaped Germany and were German scientists.
Oh, good.
And they invented the atom bomb.
Yeah,
I think it was called the Manhattan Project.
A little bit of payback.
Gene, this just describes on how much the Japanese would continue fighting. There was Japanese soldiers on islands that didn't know that Japan surrendered, were fighting into the 70s.
Yeah.
Really?
Because they never heard from their commander that the war was over.
Again, I think that the two German scientists that developed the atom bombs was called the Manhattan Project. And that's what ended the war. We need something similar. Maybe Trump, and nobody is going to, you can't get any madder at Trump right now and how he's handled this. He's half-assed it. It's time to do it right. We're pregnant with this baby. Let's have it.
I deal with these guys and I say, this is from a different school. They're liars. They're cheats. They're sick people. They've hurt their people. They killed 54,000 people as of now that were protesting. You know, when people...
Oshak's right. Japan actually committed the war crime in attacking Pearl Harbor. Yeah. We were just giving them some of their good news back on a much larger scale. But you're right, sir.
Say, how come they haven't taken over? They can't take over because they're dead. They killed them. Nobody's going to take over. They have no guns, and the other side has machine guns. And they're killing them. The press doesn't report it. But they're bad people. They're bad people. And... frankly...
And this is the most candid he's been. You've not heard this out of him.
No.
I don't want to waste my time with him. Now, I'll let our wonderful negotiators keep talking if they want, but I don't see it. I don't like these people. You know that? I like him. I like the leaders. I think all of these leaders.
Great. And they love him.
I think they didn't treat the United States fairly for many years, but that's okay. But they're sane, rational, good people. Most of them. I don't like a couple of them, to be honest with you.
Thanks, Trump.
I don't like much. But I like
that
I like Erdogan.
Bomb.
I'll tell you, I like
Bomb.
Well, I don't know. Was there U.S. hits dozens of Iranian targets in a retaliatory strike after ship attacks in the Strait of Hormuz. Again, this is a broken record that you can roll it back to early March.
Yeah, we're throwing little bombs at them.
We have this agreement, and then now they're going to start, mosquito bombing us in the Straits of Hormuz. So we, I guess, launched some attacks last night, and what does that do? Well, oil immediately went up $4.
Yeah, they attacked.
Oil was 68 last night, and it's 74 right now as we go.
But we ain't getting paid at the pump from the 68 yet.
Nope. And they're not even gonna remember the 68's gone, Gene. We're at 74 right now.
News now from the Middle East. The U.S. military striking back on Iran tonight in retaliation for Iran's recent attacks on ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
Let's stop half-assing these little attacks. Let's go with the big boy and the fat man. Let's go to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, polish up the Nola Gay, and send her on one last mission.
Oh, let's fly that bad boy over?
Yeah.
There you go.
For just historical reasons. Let Lasker and the boys, fix all those 4 Continental engines they got.
This as world leaders gather for that annual summit.
Send me a pic of the Nola Gay so Gene can see how big and how old-timer it is.
Of NATO leaders, which this year is in Turkey, an ally and yet a complicated one with ties to Russia and Hamas. Senior White House correspondent Ed O'Keefe is in the capital, Ankara, with more this evening. Ed, good evening.
You're right, Mike from Mass. Only one thing left to do, and that's put a cherry on top of this deal.
Tony, good evening. President Trump started his trip here by praising the autocratic leader and host, Turkish President Erdogan, and then criticizing European allies for not helping with the early stages of the U.S. war with Iran.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't sit there and cry over spilled milk. No. They didn't join us in March like they should have, so screw them. We don't need them. We don't need you. Just don't come sniffing around when you need protection from some.
I mean, he did say we don't need help.
I know,
Trump
but we
talks
do.
Out of both ends of
but
his
we
ass.
do need help.
Yes.
Saw yet another violent flare-up tonight. On the new Air Force One's maiden voyage overseas, President...
By the way, that's the new Air Force One that Qatar gave us.
Trump flew into a summit facing turbulence on multiple fronts. The fragile ceasefire with Iran was violated, according to the administration, when the regime's...
And let me ask you a question.
On boats.
How many times has there been a violation in said ceasefire? By the way, 723 thumbs up. Lasker's at a record pace right now.
All right. Keep them going, man.
Keep the thumb. I'd like to do 1,200 today.
That's cool. Yeah.
And he's brought in a lot of money today, too, man. Thank you, Gene. Thank you for the banana as well.
You're welcome.
So, I mean, like, how many violations of the ceasefire agreement are we going to have?
It was like once a week.
Revolutionary Guard Corps attacked at least 3 tankers in the Strait of Hormuz in the last 24 hours. In response, the U.S. launched what they called a series of powerful strikes against Iran. The president also revoked.
See, like, Gene, that needs to be, we need to bomb
Smoke
all that.
that right there.
Say, Gene.
Take 20 feet of that dirt out of there.
General Gene, you there?
Yep.
Can you see the picture I just sent you with they got all the oil reserve tanks that say Persian Gulf?
Yeah, I think just like
right.
30 bombs.
Yeah, whatever it takes. And then see those pipelines? I'd like to blow every one of those up too, please.
I'm going to take them out first so we can all laugh about it.
General Gene, can you get that done by, like, let's say, I don't know, 3 in the afternoon today?
Yeah, 2:45.
Right, can you report back to me when you're done?
No problem.
Appreciate it. See you later, bud. And
smoke that.
By the way,
that should not be there.
By the way, General Gene, I don't want any remnants. Like, I want it like a parking lot. Okay, bud?
Yes, sir.
Revoked a waiver allowing Iran to sell billions of dollars worth of oil. A concession made in the deal reached several weeks ago.
It's not even a war. It's a military operation.
No, we've allowed that to continue to exist, to throw them a little bit of a bone. Well, the bones are over, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a denuclearization. That's really what it is, of Iran.
And then there's Ukraine, facing intensified Russian attacks.
I'm like, listen, Ukraine, Schmaine, you guys are on your own. I got this war down here to handle, and I don't really need to get involved in your nonsense. Thank you for the drones.
Kyiv and other cities, even as it keeps pushing Russia back on the ground.
I mean, those look like a fireworks show.
Yeah. Striking inside Russia with long-range drones. Despite the intense fighting, the president has spoken recently with Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky, saying the two are close to a deal.
I think they both want to make a deal. It's too bad it took so long, but I think there's going to be...
Well, let's not let our situation with Iran turn into what that situation turned into.
No kidding.
Yeah. Something's going to come...
What are we going on, the 5th year of that?
Yeah.
Maybe 6th?
We don't even talk about it anymore.
No, it's not even, people don't even like pay attention to it.
I asked the other day, are we still at war over there?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But he's said this before, and little progress has been made.
President Putin would like to make a deal.
You would like to see the war ended, and I believe Vladimir Putin wants to see it ended.
Well, you know what? Hold on, Donnie. Hey, Donnie. Us Americans would like to see our war ended.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of listening to him talk.
Yeah, I'm tired of... Don't worry about Zelensky and Putin.
Yeah, hell no.
Clean up your own backyard, kid.
Get our gold up.
President today appeared to commit to giving Turkey access back to American F-35 jets, despite a law he signed during his first term blocking such access because Turkey also buys military equipment from Russia. Erdogan said Trump promised him 5 jets. The White House wouldn't confirm the number.
I'd send him 5 that are all faulty wired and
have a switch that we could just turn on them.
Yeah, a switch that we can make the controllers opposite. So when a guy thinks he's going up, he's really smashing himself right to the surface.
That's right.
Or any commitment. Tony?
Hold on. Like, I mean, is it finally happening? Is he finally over being looking stupid? I mean, that was about as irritated as I've ever seen him. When he's bringing out the I hate these people.
They're cuckoo.
I mean, man, I got to tell you, that footage they showed of that big oil place, if we just took that out, I think they're done.
Yeah.
I mean, if we take that out, that's some
pretty good damage.
They were reporting that that's creating billions of dollars of income for them to be able to sling their oil. So if we take that away,
they're going hungry.
We take out all their bridges. We take out all the rest of their military establishment. We take out their communication grid. We take out their power grid. We tell them we're doing this all at a certain day and time, 2 or 3 days from now. So make sure that you have all women, children, and anybody else that you don't want unalived.
But you're saying that this country has been bad for how long?
Oh, it's been bad since 1979.
I sent you what the last time we gave them that, hey, we're going to bomb you if you don't stop. And then they sent their women.
Yeah. So this was
April.
This was from April. And we told them we're going to bomb these communication areas and power grids, and we're going to bomb them tomorrow at at whatever.
So they stood there
and so what they did, rather than to do what they should have done, which was to move these people, and we pussed out. We pussed out.
Humanitarians, man.
We let them win. Yep. So what do? They move all their women, their young people, and their children to these areas to make big human change.
Sorry about your luck. You made the wrong decision.
So there's the power plant.
You hear what they're saying, don't you?
Probably death to America.
Yeah. Boy, when your women are dressed like that, you don't even know what you're going to get into.
Those are 3 big nuclear power plants.
Boom. Watch the fireworks show now.
These people are unreasonable.
That's why we got to kill them all, man. Don't worry about them and
they don't care.
They're stupid.
They don't care.
And then
about their own people when we tell them we're going to bomb this particular power grid, and they bus in women, children, and young people, and then we back down like pussies.
Do you think they knew that they were doing?
That means they got us.
But do you think them people knew that that we were threatening them on bombing that spot?
Yep. Well, you know what? Here's the deal. They could have been like either go or get killed.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for real.
But why would you sing so happy like that about killing us?
Because you have armed guards that got a gun pointed at you, and if you don't sing loud enough and clap, kind of like North Korea with Kim Jong-un. When they announced Kim Jong-un, is it Kim Jong-un? Or that was his dad?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, when he walks into like where they play soccer and stuff, Gene, the supreme leader of North Korea,
right?
They have people in the crowd, and if you're not clapping hard enough, they execute you that day.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Chatamungos. Give me some thummies. What are y'all saying? I know what. I wrote this down on my little whiteboard there, Chatamungos, because the jerkism, dude. Listen, he didn't know all them answers because he did prep for the show. He didn't even know we were going to get onto this particular incident and say what he said. So don't make like, we write stuff down beforehand and we know what we're doing. Bitch, I got here 1 minute after the show, running here. I didn't even get all my stuff out of the truck to change my hats like I usually do because I didn't have time. So don't think we prep for the show, because we don't. I especially don't, and he don't either. Back in the day, we used to give him newspaper articles and stuff just to let him know that there was cool stuff out there and he might have missed it. But knowing the facts of what's going on, shut the fuck up. You don't know that. You're
Tell him, Gene. Tell him fucking fuck off.
I know, man. He's just an asshole. Oh, yeah. Last year, Bubba preps and he knew all them answers for that. No, he didn't.
I didn't fucking...
He didn't even know he was going to get there.
God forbid somebody gives me a fucking little bit of credit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm somewhat
I tell people, I brag about that. I say, you know that?
Somewhat well-read in some...
knows so much of a little bit of every single thing. He knows it. They comes up with the people from back in the day and knowing everybody he met in radio from back in the day. I don't know everybody I met in my businesses I've sold and opened. I don't care to know it. But Sponge, he's a sponge. He keeps it in his head and he knows it all. But when he comes up with the great answers and knowing the facts, it's like, damn, dude, what made you think of that? I don't know. I just know it, and that's why I asked him out loud, hey, how'd you know that? Well, what made you even go there? But I wrote it down on my whiteboard, and that's a good idea for me, is having this whiteboard here. So when I see these Chatamungos being stupid, I'm going to write your name down, and I'm going to call you out. And not really call you out to be mean to you, but just give you the facts that you don't really know what you're talking about. Because it's not right. It ain't right. He didn't prep for them answers. He didn't look them up ahead of time at all. Rugged white male, Miami mean lean. I'm at 245, and I think what I'm going to do now. Five is too much. It's been too much. I'm tired a lot. I'm running out of steam at the end of the night, and me and Coben will be out there in the garage, and and I'm tired, and I shouldn't be. So I think it's just from not eating right and normally like a human being should 3 times a day. But I feel good at my weight right now. Yeah, Lasker is beating Big E full hot because you know what? Quit busting on him for nothing. I don't mind busting on the boss. You know me.
What's up, G?
But it's like you're lying, and that's not the truth. Yeah, y'all can get him. He does dumb shit, but be listening to find it because it's only there once in a while. But don't lie about something that you don't really know. And if you want to get yourself out on the air, you want me calling you out, say stupid stuff with, I'm going to call you. Steve the grumpy old man lost 60. Yeah, good for you, man. I hope I helped a lot of you guys stay on a diet like I did. But I'm going to tell you something. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life is to
Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop, your one-stop destination for all the good stuff. They've got Nick Vapes, delicious edibles and THC products. Also a wide selection of Kratom and Kava, killer glass pipe selection, and fresh incense to set the mood, all at the best prices. Full Kratom and Kava bars and relaxing lounges located at each one of their locations. Bay Pines, Largo, Clearwater, Palm Harbor. Mention Bubba Army and get 15% off your entire purchase. Strange Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop. Come get lifted on good vibes. 4 locations serving the Tampa Bay area or online at shopstrangeclouds.com.
What the hell are you doing?
Strap yourself in. The emotional roller coaster is about to start.
We will give nothing back to the academic community, as well as provide no public service of any kind.
I promise you.
Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop. Get one of those remaining 40, probably 15 watches after we take out some of the ones we need to give to our good clients while you can. And when they're gone, they're gone. Maybe next year we'll do another one. Afro Man, remember Afro Man? I was gonna go to work and then I got high.
Yes.
That's
it. He made that song.
Oh yeah.
I always think of the other guy. The football player.
Then I got high. Oh, Sap.
Yeah.
Well, then, he won a huge case because, like, he lives, like, in a rural part of Ohio, and they thought he had drugs in his house, and so all the white trash sheriffs roll up in there with their guns and the SWAT team, and they find nothing, and he sues them, and he wins, and while they're there, his mother had sent over a bundt cake. And
they ate it?
And the SWAT team was actually eating the bundt cake, and his home surveillance got it.
Oh, he's in
trouble.
Then
he made a song about cops eating my mama's bundt cake. And Gene, he won like $300,000 or $400,000 from them as well.
Good.
For them, busting into his house, with an erroneous search warrant. So he's been kind of an advocate for the First Amendment, and he's been kind of he's been very patriotic. standing behind our First Amendment. The First Amendment, protected his ass, and at the end of the day, got him a pretty decent little payday. So he's invited to the BET Awards, and he wore, now all during the trial, if you remember, when he was suing the sheriff's department, he wore this red, white, and blue suit. And his whole premise of his defense was the First Amendment, because they were suing him because he was actually using officers' names. And Officer James tried to arrest me, but then he ate my mom's bunt cake.
I remember that.
And so, and
they're trying to shut him up.
The officers, they had hurt but the judges was like, listen, you were in his house on camera eating bunt cake. He has the right to sing a song about it.
That's right.
Had you not broken into his house and not violated his Fourth Amendment rights of seizure and search and seizure, that's why he prevailed in this lawsuit. And so, of course, Afro Man made it a big PR deal. He wore his Uncle Sam suit, and the media really bit into it. Well, he was a guest or invited to the BET Awards, and because they're so woke, and for the most part, African Americans tend to be Democratic, and the Democratic Party is turning into a socialistic woke party. They would not let Afro Man walk down the red carpet for the photo ops because of his red, white, and blue patriotic suit. Much like that bitch on View. Remember that bitch on View, Lummy, that said, if I walk into neighborhoods that got a lot of American flags, I feel unsafe as a black woman.
Scared.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can't walk the BET red carpet.
I like them glasses.
Because I got la da 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 da. Yeah, man, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. God bless America. All that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying.
Somebody was
that Puerto Rican lady.
That Puerto Rican lady was cutting a promo, was
she
not?
She was.
They weren't letting her walk either.
Yeah, I don't think they were letting her walk either. So, Minnesota is an absolute hot mess between all the fraud and the Somalia daycares. And now the governor...
Who cares about Minnesota?
Well, I mean, we should.
Minnesota don't do nothing for nobody.
Well, Minnesota's a...
For what?
It's a state.
Yeah.
What do they do there? They got a good football team or anything?
Vikings are good sometimes. They got the Twins.
In the 70s.
They got the Timberwolves.
Somehow, child rapists don't qualify as the bad guys. We ought to be having a conversation about how to execute child rapists, not protect them.
I like him.
What do you think it's not just the party of pardons. This is the party of pardoning rapists. I mean, pardoning people who deserve a second chance or the case was screwed up. That's one thing. But this is a man who prided himself on standing up for women and children. And that was his whole thing. I'm a new type of man. It's masculine, but it's sensitive. So how do the people of Minnesota actually digest this? And what does this say to the rest of the country about how close they came to having this guy be number 2?
Oh, wow.
And this guy pardon rapists.
Oh, of course he did.
It has to speak to these voters so that they realize that it's not just Tim Walz that's this crazy. It's the whole party establishment. This is what the Democrats stand for now.
Now, but that's where they're wrong. That's where the weird Democrats stand. And what this is doing is completely fragmenting their party. Like, there's really good Democrats like John Morgan and John Fetterman and other good, even Pete Buttigieg. Like, there's some good Democrats out there. Maybe the Pete guy isn't the best example, but I don't think he's. A lot of people ostracize him because he's gay. I have no problem with that. I think he's actually pretty well spoken. I don't know if he's necessarily presidential material, but I mean, you don't see the Republican Party splintering off into communist, socialist type, avenues and fragmentations. And now you got the Democrats, you got the regular Democrat, probably the liberal leaning, Democrat. And now you're getting these people that are getting elected and winning political races while describing themselves as a democratic socialist. Never in my life of growing up as a proud American in a capitalistic world, and our country was built on capitalism. What am I hearing?
Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Something is loud.
Is it something that he's got in the back?
You talking to somebody?
Macho, is it you?
Yes,
Somebody's
it is.
Talking stories.
Does he?
Who's saying that?
I don't know. I gotta go find out.
I'm gonna go into words. That's like
it's killed the show.
Yeah, it did. I mean, like.
He's not part of the solution. He's part of the problem. It's Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh, shit.
What was that?
He said that I guess he accidentally turned on his mic. He was working on some spots, and the mic was turned on. He had to. Once he saw that, he turned it off.
All right. I got so much going on right now.
Give those thumbs up. Let's get that 1,000 before 8:20. Where are we at? Come on, guys. Sarge 311, 85 months.
We need 85 more? Man, we can do 85 in 30 seconds like we did the other day. So let's grab it. Grab it and roll with it, man. Let's go. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Need 50 more.
A new song.
I'm gonna work on this. So this weekend when I come in, I'll move that red light more in my face so I can see it's on. So it's off to the side. So I was working at my screen. I didn't see it was on.
Oh, okay.
When you said something, I'm like, oh, and I looked over, it was on.
Okay. I must have. I got fucking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
Full blown fucking people there.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a wish for the
Yeah, it's good, buddy.
Yep.
What's up, River Grove? What's up, Portable?
Tell him, Uncle Rucky. Get some thumbs up quickly. Let's go, let's go. Dirt Merchant. Saying good morning to the Macho Man.
Where it is.
Do-do-do-do-do. What happened to the black man from Kelly? I ain't seen him on here.
Today?
He's sleeping in?
You know, he's Cali. He's 3 hours. It's 5:20.
I usually see him complaining. He's a grumpy dude.
Okay. Talking to Cali?
Yeah.
He's a grumpy dude. What's up, Xerxes?
Permagron, thank you. Good morning, Johnny K. Steel Slinger. Hit the thumbs up, rumblers. Quit messing around. Serious, Sasa, heart attack. Serious has a heart attack. 68 Honda 50 was a great bike, man. Honda 50 Duke's tribute bike.
What, Biggie? What?
Kenny, good morning.
I like to do that. I got a fucking headache, and I never get headaches.
You want to grab me some aspirin?
No.
Following presentation has been closed caption.
Great visual. I may try that.
Welcome to the revolution.
It's a remarkable achievement.
His perception becomes your reality.
Check this out.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
God, I love this canned water. It's called Vital. And it's from Steel Supplements, better known as Omni Energy. I love those too. I love that canned water.
It's awesome.
Oh, I know we got a pretty big shipment from them.
Yes.
Thank you.
A couple of nice cases.
To the fine people of Steel Shipment. Steel Supplements, I should say. Go to steelsupplements.com. You better set aside 10 or 15, 20 minutes because they got hard penis deals. They got, protein. They got amped up. They got pre-energy drink, post-energy drink, creatine.
The drink that makes hard penis?
They got everything, Gene.
Iggy ordered a good amount, and he loves it.
Hello, you're on the air.
That's crazy.
Morning from Connecticut, Matt.
Hey, buddy.
I just wanted to say big thank you to Erica. I received my Tyler Clem Racing shirt. I had an extra black duck in there, stickers, sunglasses. It was awesome. Right on my birthday,
Let me tell you about that woman. And I don't want, because the Bubba Army, for the most part, is really, really honest people. They really are. If we have returns or things like that, a lot of times she'll just tell you to keep them, or whatever. A lot of times people will ship them back. So I'm not, and we don't have that many watches left. So I'm not going to get.
I ordered one.
I'm not going to get too much fraud and somebody trying to pull this off. And this is an isolated event. And the Bubba Army, other than the people that hate, watch, and troll, would not do this unless it was a real situation. So we were actually laying in bed last night while I was watching the Rays game.
Yeah, they won.
And they won.
Yes, they did.
And so, sir, you there, Tim?
Yep.
So she says, "Hey, listen, we have a Bubba Army guy. He's ordered stuff before." Because she has a little history. When you order something, you create a little bit of a file where your address is and your phone number and your email, so that she has a little file on you and she can see your history of what you've ordered. Right. And so she's like, "I got a situation I need to talk to you about." I'm like, and I hate dealing
in bed.
Well, I'm watching the game and she's on her phone. She's on her phone. We're like two old people. I'm watching the game, Lummy, and she's looking at her phone, but really she's looking at merch orders. Nice. and the orders that she has to, she's getting a kind of a gauge as to what her morning is going to be with regards to how much she has to pack and ship, and how many slides that she sold, and how many pre-set, how many watches we have left. And so I asked her some questions, how many watches we have left and what have you. And she goes, "Listen, we have a guy that emailed us, and he has a pretty good history of ordering things. He has a backpack and a tactical bag and a knife and the perfume and what have you, and he just lost his job. And he pre-ordered a Bubba Army watch, and he last Friday lost his job, and he really needs the $75 could he could, what he used to have as expendable income because he had a job. He now doesn't want the watch because, he needs the $75 because he lost his job.
Yeah.
And she goes, what should I do? And I said, refund him immediately and then send him a watch.
Good. I was going to say the same thing.
So
I'll give him one of mine.
So the guy, I don't even know if he knows, but sir, we refunded your money last night, and we're going to send you a watch just because that's how Bubba Army rolls. And hey, listen, if it was if it was the only thing the guy had ever ordered, Lummy, I could see maybe where a guy was scamming me. Yeah. But this guy had a history. This guy's bought like 15 things from us, and I felt horrible. I'm like, oh my God, like he lost his job. It probably kills him to have to, not get his watch.
Hey, what was she wearing? Like sweatpants and a regular T-shirt?
Yeah.
In bed?
Yeah.
So then you can talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, but
if she was wearing something cool, you can't really talk about watches.
But I'm not really big into 90s and things like that because I prefer nudeness because that's where we're going with it. So you might as well just start nude.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, sir. What did you call about initially? I forgot.
Yeah, right.
But no, the merch. She's the best at customer service. She always throws in a little something, and
That was it. I wanted to say thank you for the extras, and I can't wait for my watch to arrive as well.
I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
And she's a pure rebel girl, and she likes Yankees, so you all ought to be thankful.
Gene, I don't know that it's necessarily cool to call people from up north Yankees anymore.
What are you going to take every word out of the dictionary away from us?
No, you call them Yankees. I mean, look, the New York Yankees are playing in Tampa.
They didn't change their name.
Hold on, you got to take all my bag of tricks? That's one of my bag of tricks.
I mean,
I've been saying Yankees since I grew up.
Oh, yeah, because I called New York Greg
a Yankee?
A Yankee all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of a Florida cracker deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
It brought me into...
Now, this woman right here is from Denver. And she just got elected, or she at least made the primary, and it's going to go her way because Republicans don't have a chance in Colorado. And she is a self-described Democratic socialist whose father came over here, I don't know how many years ago, and settled in on Denver for her family to live. And so, by the way, if you're a socialist, you don't allow a lot of immigration like the way your father was, given immunity to come in.
David Hernandez, $20.
Thank you, David. So it's I don't know, you being a Democratic socialist kind of goes against, the mindset of the party and the practice of what we allowed your dad to do with his great family in order to come over here and settle into our country.
So give me a sentence on what a socialist really is.
A socialist is a person that wants you, Gene Lasker, to pay all your money into the government, and then the government rations it out. This is extreme socialism, but this is where it starts, where the government's in charge of health care, the government's in charge of your food, the government's in charge of everything. The government is in charge of everything, and you're truly not free.
Well, then we got kings.
Well, that's part of a socialistic, architect. But that's how that's part of the socialistic structure, is a king.
Things that brought me into starting my PhD program was finally coming to the realization that we were never really going to be able to tackle white supremacy in the way that we need to without reparations. There is no...
Now hold on.
What's that guy clapping about?
Now hold on.
Because you know she's an idiot.
We're not going to be able to tackle white supremacy unless we have reparations. Well, I don't know anybody that's a white supremacist, first of all. Well, maybe Lasker. But
I'll take some representatives.
You'll take some what?
Some whatever she said.
Reparations.
Well, you're not getting them.
Why not?
Because they only go to them.
I should get some.
Hold on. Do you know what she speaks about when she talks about reparations? Do you know?
Because of the slavery, and they think that they should be paid back for what happened. But how about paying me and my family because we were Yankees at the moment and we helped you unslave?
Well, that's part of the
So
reparation.
we're the heroes.
That's part of the reparation argument, and it's really the most solid argument. How about Caucasian people that never owned slaves?
Right.
How about
My family did not.
How about Caucasian people who my roots come from Indiana, and prior to that we came from I think New York, in that area. And so how about people that never, how about families, how about white people that can prove that our families, as far as we can go back. I mean, listen.
I can go back all the way past the slavery days.
Listen, I can go back to the 1400s to my family. And when my family got here was like in the late 1600s to early 1700s. And my family did, and because I've done the 23andMe and the ancestry tree, and that's how I found out about Johnny Clem.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Clem, the great 12-year-old drummer boy for the Union Army that went on to be a general. That's a direct descendant of mine, or I'm a direct descendant of him. So how about all of us white people that never lived in the South, whose family came from the North, and who never owned a slave, but like to Gene's credit. Not only did we never own slaves,
but we backed freedom.
But our ancestors were soldiers in the Union Army and fought the Confederate Army
to save you.
And the whole war was about the freedom of slavery. That's what they were fighting about.
I need to be repped for that.
I need a reparation. How about it on aisle 4 here for being a Yankee from New York and never owning a slave? How about it?
So it looks like.
How do they address that problem?
Well, 7% of U.S. Families at the time owned slaves nationwide. So 7% of the population, yeah.
Yeah, so 7% at the time of slavery.
Yes,
that
doesn't probably mean mostly in Georgia.
And so no, it was Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then parts of Virginia.
All right, well, let's tax them on some repos.
And then Virginia was fragmented, and the reason Virginia used to be the Commonwealth of Virginia, but then slavery broke it into West Virginia and regular Virginia, and West Virginia was part of the Union, and Virginia was part of the Confederacy.
So how do they deal with the black people that own slaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about them?
Now, let me. Can you do a statistics or chat GP or something?
Yeah.
What's the percentage of white people that are currently alive in the United States of America whose descendants can go back to slavery?
You can verify them.
Because if it was 7% of the population when slavery was around,
there might not be many left.
Yeah.
I mean, that number either gets bigger because people reproduce, or that number gets smaller. I don't know. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Bubba. It's Joe the Supermark.
Who?
I think it's Joe the Supermark.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's in the hospital.
Yeah, I've reached a whole new low. I
thought he died already.
From the hospital yesterday. They came in at 2:15 right as I was trying to break my fast. And they're like, all right, get your stuff together. Ambulance is on its way at 3 o'clock to take
Joe, we can barely understand you, my friend.
He's on Xanax.
I know. No, I'm not on anything. They don't even have my medication, so I wasn't even able to sleep last night.
Oh.
Because I don't have the medication. We all sometimes use medication to sleep or whatnot, but they don't have any of my medication. And I'm in a hole in the wall. I'm in a room with 2 other men, and they lost all my stuff in transition.
So, Joe, let me ask you a question. So they moved you to a new facility. This place sucks. It sucks. You don't have your own room. You're in a hole-in-the-wall facility with 2 other men. They don't have any of your medications. They moved you, yesterday?
Yeah, 2:15 in the afternoon.
What do you mean moved him? He's in like a rehab?
They moved him from like an assisted living facility to another.
I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 4 months.
So, Joe, can I ask you a question? And Joe, that deep down I love you, even though you've done a lot of wrong things. So have I. I
really haven't.
Well, you have. You've done a lot of wrong things, Joe. You really have, as we all have. And guess what, Joe? I'm at the top of the list of doing bad things, okay? So let's not sit here and, it is what it is. We've both done things that we're probably not proud of. And I wish that I could turn back time and make a different decision than I did. But I did it, and I'll be forever paying for it, just like you. Just like all of us in some way, shape, or form. But that being said, and I think I can speak to you candidly because you've been with me for a long time, through thick and through thin. You've seen my struggles. I've seen yours. We're actually living through one of your struggles right now. Can I ask you a candid question? And this is genuinely comes from a good spot of observation and genuinely comes as a person that you would consider a friend, me. Can I ask you a question? May I ask you a
That's why I'm calling you.
All right.
That's why I'm calling you.
Do you think,
because
Joe?
Yes or no,
I need to
man?
talk to a friend.
Joe, do you think they're trying to kill you?
They're trying to kill him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think you deserve it?
No. Gene, nobody deserves. Gene, you're really a dick today. Like, you're really.
Well, why would you think people are trying to kill him?
Because Gene, they never can put him in a consistent facility that gives him good care. He's a ward of the state now. So if you're a ward of the state and you don't have any means to have any health insurance and what have you, you become a ward of the state. And if you're not a person that hasn't touched kids and frauded grandma and done bad things, then one would assume that, and you at one time contributed to the tax code and were a productive citizen, then it's in something happens to you traumatically where you lose all of that and you no longer have, you're virtually homeless and you're sick. The state needs to take care of you. And in the 5 or 6 or however many years that Joe has been a ward of the state, it seems like it's been a constant struggle for him to get into a facility that takes care of him. Was that a pretty good analogy, Joe?
Yeah, it's perfect. I've gone from, the hospital was a nice place. It was cool. There was air that I could actually breathe. I couldn't even breathe last night. Like, I don't even have a TV. We had to unplug the TV to plug in my breathing equipment.
Yeah. So, like, what? Like,
I'm not calling a complaint. I'm just telling you that now is the time that I feel lower than ever. I honestly said what Gene just said to myself last night. I just come to grips and said, I guess this is what I deserve, because even the nurse said it last night. She was beautiful. She said, hey, nobody gets out of here. Everyone here is waiting for someone to go to find a place to live. So basically saying that I'm just stuck. There's no air. The air doesn't move. I'm so hot. It's 200 degrees in here. I can't breathe. I can't sleep. The bed hurts. Everything is just, you could not be in more of a worse situation. And the fact that they lost so much of my stuff in transit. The hospital says they don't have it. The ambulance, the nurse said they were going to call the ambulance guys, but she admitted I never did. So
Joe, let me ask you a question. Like, at the end of the day, like, what's your potential message or your potential statement, or like what? Like, I don't know how I can help in any way or shape or form. There's nothing that the Bubba Army can do to rally behind. Like what? Like what?
I don't know what to do moving forward. All I know is that this is going to come off sounding so whack. It's so stupid, but this is just based off of what I just heard 15 minutes ago. Lummy and I share the same birthday on Friday, and I have been in contact with Lummy, just begging him just for a watch. Just for a watch. Because I got nothing. I lost everything, and I can't buy a watch.
Well, Joe, we'll get you a watch, my friend. But Lummy, Lummy, I'm afraid now that I told that one story, the guy losing his job.
Now he's gonna get better.
I'm gonna get
Joe has asked. He's asked for a little bit, before he heard that story. I think he just thought that was a good time.
We'll get you a watch, my friend. I'll have Merch Crick get you a watch.
That would make me so happy.
Now,
I've lost everything.
Now, here's the thing: are you going to move yet again before the watches come in? We're thinking the watches are going to be here in 2 weeks. Do you want to, when the watches come in, I put one aside, and I know you never miss a show. So I would be like, Lummy, make sure you get a hold of Joe so we know what his current address is, because I'm thinking, Joe, they could potentially move you yet again. I mean, you never know probably when you're going to get moved.
Here's the thing. I honestly think that this is where I'm stuck. I think this is until if there's a company that works with me that finds me a one-bedroom apartment like they had in the past. But as for right now, I see look at this guy just turning his TV on so loud. He does it whenever the hell he wants. He did it last night with the soccer game. This is just hell. This is absolute hell. This is hell.
Now, don't you have control of it? Don't you get 1/3 of the control of the TV?
No, I have this little 9-inch TV that's over here on the side table.
That's all yours?
It's unplugged because we had to plug in my breathing equipment. So I don't know. I have this TV that I have over here hasn't even been turned on. And here's the worst part. I know you guys have all been in the hospital at some point or another. They have me turned around backwards so that I'm facing the wall. So I can't even face out and see the clock or anybody that comes in. Everybody that comes in is approaching me from behind. Like, I could not be. I mean, I guess I could be on the street. So there could be.
You can't get out of that bed and turn it around?
I don't think he can physically. I don't think.
You can't physically move anymore.
I don't think he can physically get out of the bed. Can you?
Yeah, I just can't put my legs down because they'll pull with limp. They'll triple in size, and then they'll just burst with ulcers. So I was just trying to explain to one of the people here. He's like, "So what if we took your legs and we moved them down?" I'm like, "Yo, I can't put my legs down. Well, they cannot go down. Like, what part don't you get about that?" "Oh, I'm just trying to figure out your care." I'm like.
All right, well, Joe, listen, I got to go.
Is he in hospice?
I know.
He's kind of in hospice. But, Joe, listen, I'm thinking about you. I hurt for you. I wish there's something I could do. Just be strong and
I am.
Make sure.
And I needed to hear that from you, Bubba. And that's the only reason why I called. I didn't call to ask you for a watch. I didn't call to complain a bitch about my situation.
I know, bud.
I called because I have very few people to talk to, and I wanted to talk to somebody that means so much to me that could put a smile on my face. That could
dig down deep.
Give me a reason.
Dig down deep. Don't give up. You have some great intestinal fortitude. Don't give up. Things will get better.
And if they don't, I promise you, I'll throw that watch in your coffin before you go. I'll drive up there, and I will give you that watch, and then you can wear it when you're dead and laugh at Hogan. You got one and he didn't.
Well, Joe, I wasn't going to quite frame it that way, my friend, but I think that's also in play, too.
I don't even think I'm going to get a coffin, to be honest with you. Where am I going to get a coffin from?
The state will give you one of those.
Well, I know, but don't they cremate you, Gene, if you don't have any?
Yeah, they could do that. Then if that's so, Joe, I promise you, I'm going to come up there, snatch up some of your ashes, and I'll dump you in Clearwater Beach like they did Hogan.
No. Not snatch up some. We need to snatch up all of Joe's ashes and put have his urn on display, like with us.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, Joe, like if something would happen and, God forbid something would happen.
Write it down on paper.
And write it down on paper that your remains are to be cremated and given to Bubba the Love Sponge, and then we'll have a commemorative Joe the Supermark urn that's like on camera, kind of sitting right beside the championship belt. We got Joe, and we'll have you with us at all times. I can't think of a better way you would, Joe. I can't think that you could write it better than that.
No. We can talk. We can tell stories. Like my favorite story about
Love me. Did you check on Joe today?
Oh yeah, Gene's checking on him right now.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's doing great.
Remember the days when he was pimping hose and selling vacuum cleaners, and people put deposits down? He never gave them their vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I remember Joe. I remember Joe. Man, he was hanging with 2 Puerto Rican bitches on crystal meth. He was living large, making $2, $3, $4 a day. Hell yeah, I remember Joe. That's my boy right there.
Well, that just put a huge smile on my face, Bubba. So that's the whole reason I called. I appreciate you.
Well,
I appreciate Eugene, and I appreciate Lummy so much.
3 things you should take away from this conversation. 1, you're getting a watch. 2, stay strong, dig down deep, know how much we care about you and how much we love you. And 3, if anything goes awry, you're going to be with us in an urn, cremated, right beside us at all times.
There's nowhere I'd rather be. So thank you, gentlemen.
Bubba Army, life or death.
See you there, Joe. Wow, think about it, man. Think about how much that would suck. You don't have any family. Listen to this. We all take for granted we got family.
Wait a second. We don't take for granted what you're going to happen to you at the end.
No, but hold on, Gene. Let's think about dying. Hold on. Let's be quiet. Just shut your stupid mouth up. Think about this. Think about dying alone and having anybody to come visit you at the hospital. And, like Gene, if you get in a wreck on the way home and you die instantly, well, then you didn't really die alone but when you've been in a hospital for 5 years and you don't have anybody to visit you because you don't have a mom left, you don't have a girlfriend left, you don't have any friends, and you basically are a ward of the state, I don't know if any of us can say that we would actually die alone. If I was bedridden, I'd have my mom, my sister, Larry Plummer, Gene. You'd come by and see me.
Yeah.
Merch Crick would probably sleep.
She'd bring a new boyfriend with her.
It's the Bubba Love Sponge Show.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Poor thing. I thought he was dying a long time ago.
He was.
He was. I remember him saying his last vows to you on the air once before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, Diablo Dane.
Yeah.
When you guys are riding the roller coaster together.
But remember, he was taking all them deposits on selling them vacuum cleaners, and no one ever got them.
The Kirby.
The Kirby's, yeah. And that was expensive stuff, too.
Yeah.
I don't think Kirby ever made it south. That's all the Yankee people had them.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Right. I never made it south, and they stayed up north, and everybody wanted to own a Kirby.
But I got your statistic on white slaves' descendants.
All right, what is it?
Less than 5%. They projected to be about 2 to 3% of the white population.
Steve, the grumpy old man, not that lucky. What does that mean? It's all for attention, you think, Rupert Lips? Joe's about attention, but Joe's made a mark for himself in Bubba's world because of the different weird things that he did. And when we traveled around and went to CD signings and stuff up north, he traveled. He followed us, and he was a mark.
Oh, he's Bubba Army. I mean,
he's Bubba Army.
He's done some. Listen, like I said, he's done some stupid shit.
But that's drug enforced.
And he's been an asshole in chat, and I understand it. I get it. But he's almost like that fuck up uncle that you.
Yeah, he's part of the family. That's for sure, because he's done the craziest things. I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll ask him. I'll write it down. Okay. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks.
I got some rhythm because I play the drums. No, but I probably could play the drums
Who was
a
that,
little
Lummy?
bit. But
Oh, they were just asking
not a
next time we
music
talk
man.
to Joe to ask him a question about his legs. It'd be better if you just amputated them.
Something tells me Gene wouldn't want slaves to be freed if it still exists. I wouldn't want. I mean, I don't.
Gene, what's the difference between a road glide and a street glide?
Okay, road glide don't have a fairing. Street glide does. Pretty much the difference.
Here's a road glide, and it's got a fairing.
Okay, it's got a fairing. Yep. There's no difference. Okay, no, the road glide has got the fairing that's bolted to the frame of the bike, and the wheel turns inside of it. So when the wind blows on you, it don't shake your steering, it just shakes the bike.
Okay.
So then on the road glide, on a street glide, mine is bolted to my handlebars, so if the wind hits it, it'll shake my handlebars. So it's a little different type of ride. The road glide is really for long runs, and so you're a lot more comfortable as far as the wind beating on you. Where a street glide, you gotta, it'll blow you around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
it says the bars are a little higher too, right?
What's that?
The bars are a little higher.
Well, whatever, because of the type of fairing and how it's designed.
And they got a lot of trikes.
I'm going to tell you something. I was looking at them trikes and their independent suspension on the rear, so the bike literally in the center leans over and back and forth. Wow, I can't wait to get old and have to ride one. So I'm own one of them babies. I almost took one for a ride. I might take one for a ride when I pick my bike up.
How about it?
Just to drive it one time.
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. If you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle, it's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
1147 South Suncoast Boulevard. That's the home of Crystal Harley Davidson.
My bike's there. Go look at it.
Lasker's bike is actually there, getting a lot of work done to it.
$10,000 worth.
Lasker wasn't necessarily going to go there until two of his outlaw buddies said, hey, man, don't screw around with the Tampa place because we kind of...
The dude that's working on my bike, he lives like 350 miles away from his job.
Wow.
Now,
really? So he's a certified Harley guy.
Yeah, he's a certified Harley guy. He's a certified Milwaukee 8 motor guy. And he flies a plane to the airport, which is 1 mile down the road. He flies his plane in, lands, and then he rides a scooter, like a skateboard with a battery on it. And he rides that to work. 1 mile. Whoop, whoop.
Anyway, crystalharley.com. I think the actual is crystalharley.com. Yeah, and I'm currently, man, they have a great website. They really do.
It's easy to navigate.
All the event, yes. And so, like, if you go to inventory, you want new, you want pre-owned. I'm actually in their pre-owned.
They got a lot of bikes there, bro.
Lasker was up there 2 weeks ago, dropped off his bike to get some work done. They every weekend they got some type of event going on.
Free hamburgers, free hot dogs,
free hamburgers, free hot dogs,
balloons for the kids.
So I'm kind of looking at their pre-owned deal. This is what I drove. This is what I drove right here, Gene, for the ride. They gave me a 2026 Street Glide.
Nice. That's beautiful bike right there.
That's what I rode.
That's what you want.
It shook and I did it did so well that it made me pass 2 kidney stones.
Perfect.
So
that's good. Yeah, babe, I'm going to buy me a $25,000 motorcycle
so I can pass my kidneys.
That's right.
I'm looking at their pre-owned inventory, man. They got some nice bikes up here. Lasker was actually looking at the trikes.
I was, because I'm getting old, and so somewhere in the future I'm going to need one of them.
I never see you as a trike guy.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something. I was looking at that independent suspension where the center of the bike leans back and forth, side to side. I think I'm going to go.
I'm going to tell you right now, man. If I was to buy a bike, this is the one I'd buy. 2018 Harley Road Glide Special.
Mine's well, that's what I got, a special with a 131 in it. And
18 grand. What's that bike go for new? 27?
On 2020 when I bought my bike, it was 50 grand.
Woo! Really?
Yep, sir.
Now what? How many?
Now I don't know if he's got the motor I got in mind. See, I got a $27,000 motor.
You got a Screaming
Eagle 131.
I was actually talking to Gus and everybody up at the at Crystal at Emerald Coast.
Yeah.
And I think they said, oh yeah, Lasker's got a badass motor if he's got a 131. Do they make a 137?
No, but I got a 135 in the second bike. That's the one that's getting worked on.
Is that the one you're gonna let me drive?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a nice looking bike right there, Gene.
Looks just like mine.
That is nice.
Mine's all blacked out too.
See, I don't know if I like that big. I know the merch crate.
No, I don't got mine that big, but yeah, but she'll love it. She'll be comfortable and plenty of.
But they make that. Can you get one?
That on clips off.
And you get a smaller seat.
Yep, you can take the rear seat off and just have a solo seat on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they make a split seat.
That's a little.
Not only split seat, but a split seat with the back bar for you.
Oh.
You got a backrest that you can clip on in between, and you can lean back on yours.
Anyway, crystalharley.com. Unbelievable. It's worth the drive, even if you live in the Tampa, Clearwater, Pinellas County area.
Hot rod header.
Make the hour trek up there and save probably a couple $1,000. Gene's getting about $9,000 or $10,000 worth of maintenance done.
About $10,500.
And listen, he's not too far from the Tampa Harley Davidson, but he just
I'm not going there.
He didn't have a good experience there.
No.
And he talked to a couple outlaws, and they get their bikes worked on at Crystal River.
They told me about that one mechanic, and then when I got there, he was the one that was working on my bike. I said, "Yeah, I don't even got to ask for him."
Let me tell you something. I know you float in, and you got your one. Yeah. CrystalHarley.com. Great people, man. Thank you so much for all that you do.
The things that brought me into starting my PhD program was finally coming to the realization that
it's too bad she's so woke and weird. That's what the Democratic Party is becoming, woke and weird. That because she's kind of attractive. She's kind of hot.
Yeah, not bad.
I don't know if I could blast a Democratic socialist.
We were never really going to be able to tackle
You cross off your African American.
White supremacy in the way.
Well, is she an African?
She's an Iranian.
She's born in Ethiopia. Ethiopian. She's Ethiopian. That's
I mean, technically, my sister is dating an African. I mean, she's married.
She's dating an African?
No. She's married.
She's married to
an African.
Yeah.
Because yes, Gene.
He's Egyptian.
Gene.
Yeah.
Gene.
They're not black.
Gene, do you know what continent Egypt is in?
No.
Africa.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. Egypt.
It's probably an island off of it.
Egypt is the far eastern part of Africa.
So they got the pyramids in Africa?
Yes. So technically, my sister is married to an African.
Yes.
For real.
I don't get that.
There is no way to.
By the way, Lummy said that he just did a Google report on what's the percentage of Americans who descendants own slaves, and it's less than 5%.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5% of the whole United States.
Yes, and that's like, what is it, 340 million? Is that what they?
That's a lot of people.
Isn't that what they kind of estimate?
Yeah, that's less than 5% of what the white population.
Oh, okay. Well, how many?
They predicted to be 2 to 3% of 113 million.
All right, so hold on here. 113 times 0.02 equals 2 million. So 2 million people.
Yeah.
2 million people.
So 2 million people have to give up, let's say, $1,000 a piece. How much is that?
I'm good for that. A lot of money.
Okay, well, there's your repos.
Here we go. So you could you take it's actually 2.6 million. So 2.6 million, and each person has to give $1,000. That's I think 2.6 billion.
Yeah, spread that out there, Blackies.
Gene.
Black people.
Gene. we don't refer to stop.
Truly heal and to progress and move on.
You got to account that.
That was a big ups. That was a big ups.
Bubba, you have to account too for the 1 to 2 million that have ancestors who own slaves that are black people.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's stupid. It's never going to happen.
They could figure out who was who.
It's never going to happen
if they wanted to.
Can you imagine asking someone that's black? That
I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just move on. It's stupid.
From
reparations will never happen. Never. And for a candidate to even run under that, and for somebody to vote for somebody to potentially, because they're going to bring black reparations, you're not going to get that through the Senate. You're not going to get it through Congress. You're going to have like 6 or 7 people that support you. Everybody else, including your African American constituents, are going to say you're stupid. It's never going to happen. And you can't blame the current Americans. You cannot put any type of tax or any type of collection on Americans who potentially are descendants of slave owners. It's just not. It's impossible forensic accounting. It's never going to happen. And to vote for a person that believes in it is stupid. You're stupid, and they're stupid.
Acts of such cruel, systemic violence against an entire group of people, without at the very least acknowledgement of it in a meaningful way, and then on top of that, actually repairing the damage done. And so some of the research that I was doing that led me into the program was finding that, ironically, there's not a very good deal of research specifically on white poor people. We see a lot of wealth inequality research by race.
Oh, now we're going white poor people.
That's me. I need some money.
Right? And we know that the gap between black wealth and white wealth is staggering.
To me, it sounds like this is right down the socialist template. Identify the poor and have the more able-bodied people responsible for taking care of the poor.
So people that work hard have to help the people who are lazy.
Yes. In layman terms, you're correct. People that have jobs, have businesses, have success, and have responsibly saved and built a home or a couple investment properties or a business, you now are responsible for paying for that homeless guy who's too lazy to get a job.
But there's not as much research that's looking just at poor white people versus rich white people. And I was kind of curious to see if there might be a reason behind that. And what I ended up finding was that the gap between poor white people and rich white people, and the gap between poor black people and rich black people is actually identical. And the gap between black people and white people in general can actually be reasonably explained by the failure of the Reconstruction era and our inability to actually repair the harm that was done.
So what are you going to do about it? Who can do what can anybody do?
What is the harm? I mean, the harm was to the people that
they're saying that we didn't repair slavery and the effects of slavery efficiently enough for African Americans to be able to rebound. Hey, I know a lot of African Americans that went out and busted their ass like Ty J. Armstrong. Ty J. Armstrong wasn't necessarily as responsible as he should have been with his NFL money.
But all of them that go to school and everything.
He does get a good pension, but he went out and built his own business, a multi-million-dollar business, and as an African American man, because he has the drive and the will, and he's not lazy, and the skill set to succeed. Everybody can be every black guy could be Ty J. You don't got to sit there and be lazy and play video games all day and be a thug and do, whatever you do that's not productive, looking for a handout.
So you think we should give all the black community free school for the rest of their life to help them?
Maybe.
So it gives them the opportunity to be whatever they want?
I think we should do something.
Well, I would do that. Why not do that?
And all of those harms just continued to compound on one another, leading.
I think we should give free. I think we should give free schooling to everybody.
Yeah, we'd have a better country, wouldn't we?
Chinese, everybody should get a good education.
If you really want to go to school, you can go.
Fundamentally, that's where you start repairing our country, is through the educational system.
Right.
And within the educational system, you're not teaching about how little Johnny can be Jenny, and how little Jenny can be Johnny, and how little Jimmy can put lipstick on and compete against Jenny in track. No, you're just, you're teaching history, you're teaching math, you're teaching science, you're teaching, physics, you're teaching geometry, you're teaching. And you're not putting your personal political views in on your curriculum. You're just teaching good, fundamental curriculum.
And we'd probably get better government people that way.
We would eventually.
To a lot of the wealth inequality that we're seeing today. Whether we're talking about the Reconstruction era, whether we're talking about the Jim Crow era, the redlining, the GI Bill, the New Deal that left out a lot of Black Americans, all of these things compound. And so I think the first step is understanding where the harm is, right? Our ability to...
And so one stupid socialistic congresswoman from Denver isn't going to turn the other 538 around to do stupid stuff like what you're suggesting.
Well, someone's got to attempt it.
Quantify racism, I think is so critical, and I think we've been missing that and understanding it.
And if you oppose anything that she said, now you could be like us and like say, okay, you got some good points.
Yeah.
Let's start with education.
Yep.
But if you don't just 100%, wholesale agree with her, then you are labeled a racist. Where you can't be just common sense guy. You can't. You can't be white common sense guy.
Who's the guy? Who's the lady on the left? She never said a word.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Beyond just the general gap of race, right? I think including the intersection of class within races as well is going to be able to show not only.
How about we stop worrying about race and we start worrying about
people.
Human beings.
So
that little Mexican kid next to that little white kid next to that little black kid all need the same opportunities in life, and that starts with
free education,
where they go to school, and that they go to school in a good place that from good educators that want to teach them the right and wrongs of our society, and don't let these teachers' political affiliations control their curriculum.
I think schools should have trophies like, you go to college and you was a C student, and then the next year you're an A student, you get a free car, get a nice car. Come back to school.
A reward.
Yeah. And then the next time, if you can make it through your 4 years and become a lawyer, even though you were just a C student in high school, you can, become a lawyer.
Another part of our society that's so broken and needs a complete douching.
The hospitals?
Is our judicial system.
Oh.
When you get these judges, these liberal-ass judges that feel punishment to a person is just unusual, cruel, and unusual, behavior. Oklahoma teenager Jesse Butler, convicted of raping 2 girls, nearly killed one by strangling, gets 0 jail time, just probation.
Something was involved in that.
I don't know. The judge said he thought that going to prison was too cruel and unusual.
Well, why has he got that job?
Jesse, why did you rape the girls? You have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? You have anything to say to the victims? Being loud is not a violation. Sir, do you have anything to say to the victims? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape them, Jesse?
That's him?
That's him. Raped 2 girls, strangled one to the point of she almost died. And a judge said it was too cruel to put this guy in prison and gave him probation. What about the 2 families of the 2 daughters who now will never be the same mentally and will always be fighting that battle of being raped and one strangled to the nearly killing her? How about those struggles she's going to be going through?
You raped the victims, Jesse. Why did you rape those girls? Why did you strangle them, Jesse? Jesse, why did you rape those girls, Jesse? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape those girls? Are you as dumb as they say you are, Jesse? Is that why you were adjudicated a juvenile, because you're that stupid? Are you that dumb, Jesse? Why did you rape the girls?
Lasker, that's what you need to be doing. We need to have you out there.
Yeah,
when bad guys get off, you can be the guy, be like, hey, let me tell you something, Jesse. But this is what Lasker would throw in there. This is why we get in trouble on me. You want to hear? Hey, Jesse, why are you so stupid? Why you raped them girls? Oh, you want to talk? Hey, Jesse, I'll find you out one time. I'm going to find you out. Jesse, don't let me catch you over there.
Don't let me find your zip code.
Yeah, don't let me find your house address, Jesse, because I'm coming back for those 2 babies you raped.
Buy fire extinguishers.
Jackie, why are you defending your rapist son?
I like to catch houses on fire. It's my hobby.
Jesse, come on, talk to us. Why'd you rape the girls? Come on, Jackie. Let him talk to us. Let him explain why he raped them.
Do you feel bad for being a rapist?
Why'd you rape him?
Do you feel bad for being a rapist, Jesse?
Right back. Why'd you rape him? Right back.
I can't.
He walked?
He walked, Gene, with probation. He absolutely walked with probation.
Somebody needs to look into that.
Yeah, I would say.
1, 2, 3.
The audio torture never stops. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You gotta look at the case. It's from
There's got to be a lot more to it than just he just did that. That's just. I can't see how he didn't get hurt in jail.
He never went into jail.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, your boy Black Eye and Kelly's in chat.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, Black Eye and Kelly, he's back. Back, he's back.
Yeah.
I took the bus a lot. Me and my pal Gene would have been paying the judge a visit. There's got to be more to it that we don't know. There's got to be no judge is that off center. That's just way off center. There had to have been some proof that he was just a participant at some moment of it.
It was just rough sex.
He probably did. Rainy Oklahoma Realtor, good morning. What's up, Blind Medic? Dirt Merchant with the thumbs up. I don't know where the thumbs up are on it, but I'm hoping I've already got them. Thumbs up.
Gene's got 1,000. You might do 12.
I hope it's 12. We'd asked for 12. We asked for 12, and it's still 12.
I don't know if I'm gonna get 12.
I mean, thousands. That's old school. We got thousands at the old place, man.
I had to get 1,300.
This is a 1,250 studio now. Ain't no
To be
plan.
honest with you, I like to get 1,300.
Big Buck saying, Eugene, you got over 1,000. I know, but we're at 1,200. Buck, let's go.
No, we need 1,200. We're not at 1,200.
Yeah, we need 1,200. That's what I'm saying. But he said we're over 1,000. But we got to keep going. We got 200 to go quickly. HS Bubba fan. I got big balls, but are they physically big? I don't know. I got regular sized balls. I don't know. No one's ever said they were too big or none. Glenn London. I know, I've said some dumb shit. Remember the fan days? Yeah, I remember that.
Guys, your wife is hot. With soaringly high summer temperatures, it's time to get her a box. Watch romantic movies, thrilling series, shows to set the mood, baseball, soccer, racing, and the fights for you to enjoy too. All the programming Get a Box is famous for in crystal clear HD. It's so easy to set up, even your buddy with a VCR can hook it up. You know what else is too hot? That cable bill. It has more junk fees than a used car lot. This summer is the right time to enjoy a box. Today, with promo code Bubba, you can get $25 off any box. Go to getabox.com, promo code Bubba for your box today. Getabox.com.
Stay inside with your hot wife and never pay for TV again.
What is there not to like about the show? Bubba the Love Sponge. You guys are awesome, and I love the sponge. The show's cool. It's real, man.
He makes me laugh my ass off every time I listen.
I'm a full trucker effect, man, so it gets me through the day all the time.
Bubba the Love Sponge. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Do you remember circa 2018, and it was Ron DeSantis talking about the gubernatorial election or gubernatorial race here in Florida. It was Ron DeSantis on the Republican side, and there was a guy named Andrew Gillum, African-American man, on the Democratic side. And I think Gillum came within like a couple thousand votes. Like, it was a very close race.
34,000 votes, 0.4%.
Yeah, like it was. There was a really, Andrew Gillum was almost our last governor. And so when you travel those circles, you're fairly astute. You've been well vetted. They know everything about you. And prior to the election, Lummy, maybe you can look, but I don't know that there was a lot of scuttlebutt that he was nearly as shady and as dirty as he ended up being. I don't know that he had that rap necessarily. I think he was the mayor of Tallahassee, and there was a couple of scandals he was involved in, like with general contractors and things like that. But I don't know that he was fundamentally associated with drugs and homosexuality or anything like that. Not that any of that's really a problem, but it kind of is if you're the governor.
I
don't see anything.
What
no.
the hell is a gubernatorial?
It's gubernatorial. Gubernatorial is the race for the governorship, or the race for governor within a state, and they call it gubernatorial. I don't know why they call it that, but they do.
Why haven't I ever heard that word?
I don't know. Maybe you don't travel in the political circles that talk about who's running for governor.
Evidently.
But I don't know that. Let me. You might.
I couldn't ever tell you one governor ever.
So hold on.
Not even a name.
Hold on. So let's just.
I've never even known any governor.
I've never known any governor. You know who our current governor is?
Nope.
Have you
really?
Ever,
I know it?
Have you ever heard of the name Ron DeSantis?
Yeah, I kind of remember that, you saying it.
Well, he's the current governor.
Yeah. You like him, right?
Wait, how about Charlie Crist?
Well, he didn't know.
No.
Oh.
So anyway, going back to
the guy that died.
No, this guy's Charlie Crist is going to be the next mayor of St. Pete. I actually texted.
We good with that?
Yeah, we like Charlie.
Okay.
We like Charlie. So anyway, this guy, Andrew Gillum, was 0.4 of a point from being our governor back in 2018.
We dodged a bullet.
And right after the election, about a year or two, the first scandal he had is they found him in Miami on ecstasy, nude, inside of a hotel bathroom with another man.
Yes,
we don't need him for
a male escort.
Being a leader.
A male escort.
Yes.
And then, he's just and now he got arrested in Alabama just 2 nights ago for drugs.
18 Florida gubernatorial Democratic candidate Andrew Gillum is now facing drug charges stemming from an incident.
I thought I had a fall from grace. Whew. Man, I look like I was as clean as the wind-driven snow compared to this dude.
In Alabama. Frank Wiley joins us here in the studio with the very latest on this investigation. Frank?
Yeah, Courtney, this is just the latest legal trouble for the former Tallahassee mayor, who was once a rising star in Florida's Democratic Party until he narrowly lost to Governor Ron DeSantis back in 2018. Now, police in Daphne, Alabama say they pulled Gillum over for erratic driving. That was around 10:45 in the evening on July 2nd. They initiated a probable cause search, this after an officer noticed a glass pipe on the center console.
You gotta be joking.
Now, again, Gene, this guy came within 35,000. Now, that's not 35,000 votes in Hillsborough or Pinellas. That's statewide. That's virtually you damn near won it. And this guy came within.
And he's that intelligent to get all the way up into them.
Yep, he's that intelligent. He's that astute. He's got his act together to be the Democratic
He ain't helping his party. He ain't helping his people now.
The Democratic candidate, and he almost was our next governor. And the wheels have completely fallen off.
They found marijuana and methamphetamine. He is now charged with marijuana possession and unlawful possession of a controlled substance. According to jail records, he was released the very next day. Then in 2020, Police found Gillum in a Miami Beach hotel room with a man who had apparently overdosed on drugs. Investigators say at the time Gillum was too inebriated to talk to them about what happened.
Wow.
No one was charged with the crime, and days later, Gillum went to rehab. Then, in 2022, he was indicted on federal conspiracy and wire fraud charges, accused of using campaign donations for personal use. In 2023, that trial ended with a hung jury on those charges and an acquittal on charges that Gillum...
This was almost our governor.
...lied to undercover FBI agents. Now, Gillum has not released a public statement regarding his newest charges. Of course, we'll keep you updated on any developments.
Thanks.
How can it hurt?
Caitlin Clark speaks out as WNBA officiating debate intensifies, sparking questions that have fans across basketball demanding more answers than ever. It's my understanding that she is really, really... And I think Joe Rogan broke it down a little bit yesterday, did he not?
Yeah, he did.
And I see her leaving the WNBA. And if she were to leave the WNBA, you have a chance of everybody going, like, I would never watch another WNBA game. I only got introduced to the WNBA because of her.
Me too.
And I follow the WNBA because of her. And I'm disgusted at how these women have crafted and manipulated this situation into a white versus black thing, and the commissioner has completely lost control of the league, and it's like almost anti-white, where all these African American players have gotten together and formed this big anti-white deal. And the white girls have gotten together and be like, we're not going to let this happen because they don't have strong leadership to step in and say, both of you bitches, stop.
Well, it's been the black girls' team forever. And now the white girls coming in and stepping on them.
And Charles, now let me, this is a guy that a lot of people respect because he plays it right down the middle and he says it like it is.
Yep.
Charles Barkley does not care what color you are.
Nope.
He doesn't care what team you play for.
Nope.
He's going to tell you what he thought. One of the greatest, small. Was he a power forward?
Small forward.
Yeah, one of the.
What is that?
Yeah. In basketball, Gene, they have a power forward and a small forward. Usually, your power forward 6'11", and is not that good of a long range.
I just remember him. He used to sweat a lot.
Well, he was just.
You know what I'm saying? Like more than the other guys.
Well, he had a bald head, and it probably looked more. So.
Yeah, he just sweated a lot.
But he was
a great player.
He's a great player. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he went on to be an unbelievable broadcaster.
And everybody liked him.
Not only did everybody likes him. He's very likable.
Yeah.
He's very likable, and he's very well respected.
Good.
And what he's respected for is not necessarily towing the corporate line. He just says it like it is. I think he got mad at Cardi B one time and was critical on Cardi B, and he told TNT or Paramount, whoever, fire me. I don't care.
But he stuck up for Rodman one time and got a bunch of heat for that, right?
Yeah, he did. But no, Cardi B was ESPN because he doesn't like working for ESPN, he said.
Yeah, anyway, this is how he breaks down the Caitlin Clark deal.
Y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure.
Alyssa Thomas delivered one of the hardest hits Caitlin Clark has taken in a long time, and the basketball world erupted with reactions. Fans everywhere.
And there's actually fellow African-American players that are sticking up for the black girl.
Oh, really?
Where we're saying, enough is enough. Charles Barkley responded with a fiery take, while Steph Curry added a sharp reaction that fueled the debate even more. Did two basketball legends just call out what many viewed as unnecessary physical play? What happened next had the internet buzzing, and you won't want to miss it.
You're a Mercury fan, even if you're a Alyssa Thomas fan.
By the way, Shannon Sharp.
Physics teaches us nobody falls like that.
No, not on your knuckles.
No.
Your breaks up, man.
Hey, first off, Alicia Thomas, she tough. She tough as a wood nickel. You hear me? Yeah, she tough as a wood nickel. So she put a little extra on.
She did.
Yeah, she put a little extra on. Yeah.
Well,
she did.
do you remember she got Angel?
The WNBA delivered another unforgettable moment of on-court drama, and this time the action spoke for itself. On June 24th, during the matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Phoenix Mercury, Caitlin Clark dove to the floor chasing a loose ball, setting off a sequence of events that immediately captured everyone's attention.
Follow up on the WNBA drama involving Caitlin Clark getting absolutely beat up and mauled by radical black lesbians who are jealous of the fact that Caitlin Clark, as a straight white girl, is dominating their league, right? They don't like it.
And by the way, this monologue is by an African-American man. So, like, you got people, African-American sportscasters and former NBA players,
all of them
that are, and Shannon Sharp and other people that are calling it like it is and what really did happen, and not towing the I'm African-American and black and have to score it one particular way. They're just calling it like it is, fair. And if it was, if Caitlin Clark flopped and made a big deal about nothing, they'd be saying the bitch flopped and she made a big deal about nothing.
Yeah, get off the ground, girl.
They'd be saying that.
They didn't like it. The first day she got into the league, she was already basically the most valuable player in the league. They felt disrespected, again, because she's straight and white. And they openly say this, right? Like, this is an open thing. They openly say, hey, well, we don't like the fact that nobody cared about WNBA until...
During the scramble.
You know what? Nobody really cared about the NBA until two...
Didn't even know they had it.
Until two men... Now, of course, there were Dr. J's and there was, Bill Russells, and there was a lot of great people that really, really were part of the NBA. But, they were never really appreciated until two men came in. Magic Irvin Johnson from Michigan State and Larry JoJo Bird from French Lick, Indiana. Better Indiana State. And these two guys, one white, one black, realized that they had lightning in a bottle. And then they needed to be respectful of each other. Now, they battled each other like you guys wouldn't believe. I think Magic owned it, 3-4 or 2-3 as far as championships. Larry had 3 back-to-back-to-back MVPs. Larry was Rookie of the Year in 1980. But both of them are absolutely what built the NBA into what it became. And they handed it over to the Michael Jordans and the Shaqs and the Kobes and those people. And Charles Barkley was on the precipice of the early beginning of that phenomenon. And you know what? Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, you never heard the word white or black uttered out of either one of their mouths.
No.
You didn't hear any of the predominantly black Lakers talk about the predominantly white Celtics in any racial type way at all. In fact, what they would say to Larry is, "Man, that white boy can play."
Yeah.
I mean, I saw an excerpt from Magic Johnson one time, and it was after he played AAU ball with Larry before they had started their collegiate careers at Michigan State and Indiana State, respectfully, and they were part of a McDonald's All-American game in Kentucky. And they both were riding the bench because the coach was from Kentucky. So he was playing all the Kentucky guys.
Of course.
And so Larry and Magic really didn't get to play that much, but they finally got in, like on some mop-up duty, and Larry just went off, right? And so Magic said, I remember calling back up to Lansing, and my black friends are like, "Man, what about that white boy?" And Magic goes, "Man, that white boy can play. That white boy plays like a black guy." And it was harmony.
Yeah.
And look what it did for the sport.
The whole history of the basketball playing.
Yeah. And not ever did the Lakers call the Celtics a bunch of honkies, and never did the honkies call the black guys a bunch of anything else's.
No.
They just knew that, man, we had lightning in a bottle and we are doing good for the league. And so the Kobes and the Penny Hardaways and the Shaqs and the Michael Jordans and all the people that we're paving the way for are going to have a better league. We're going to leave the league better than we got it. And these dumb bitches can't. These black lesbian girls are so intimidated that a white girl comes in here. Now, mind you, before the white girl got here, y'all making $76,000 as league minimum. Today, the league minimum's $300,000. Y'all were flying on Southwest flights. Now you got private flights. The highest you could make back then was $150. Now there's girls making nearly $2 million. It's all because of the white girl. Take the white girl out of there and put her in Europe next year where she can make $4 million. Watch what happens. Watch.
WNBA fails.
Alyssa Thomas came down on top of Caitlin Clark, with her arm making heavy contact near Clark's upper body before stepping over her as the play moved on. To the surprise of many.
Now, if that was a white girl that did it to one of the black superstars.
Oh, man.
Oh, we'd still be fighting about it.
Yeah.
The referees did not call a foul. After reviewing the incident following the game, the league upgraded it to a flagrant 2 foul and handed Thomas a 1-game suspension.
And then all the black players will be like, oh, my God, this is a racial thing. You're doing it because she's white. No, we're doing it because you flagrantly fouled a player. One human being tried to hurt another on a basketball play. Take the white and black out of it.
At that point, the video had already gone viral across social media, fueling a debate that quickly took over the basketball world.
The same type of taste of what we're seeing is they're already trying to set up Alyssa Thomas as the victim, right? Same old play.
Oh, yeah, and now Alyssa Thomas has gotten all these death threats and all this hate, as you would expect, because that's the Wild West of the social media world. And now she's the victim. Let's feel sorry for her.
Book. They play the bully. They get pushback. And then they scream victim, right? Angel Reese.
And you know what? If you had a strong-handed, fair commissioner, you could have stopped this.
We all know about what went on with that first game last year, and it's just over and over again, right? You've got this. Now, keep in mind what happened. Alyssa Thomas, she got away with a flagrant 2 that should have seen her eject.
You might think that was the end of the story, but it was only the start. The controversial play sparked a massive reaction throughout the basketball world, as fans and analysts flooded social media with passionate opinions. Many felt a veteran player had gone too far against one of the league's brightest young stars, and the frustration grew rapidly. The clip spread across the internet within hours, and soon every sports show, podcast, and commentator was weighing in on the incident.
Just like us right now.
This girl is incredible.
Charles Barkley again.
What she did in college for women's basketball, what she's doing in the WNBA.
She turned the Fever. We're 1-8. They have a winning record now.
But the number of attention, eyeballs, she's brought to college and the pros, and for these women to have this petty.
What made the situation even more interesting was how quickly the excuses started rolling in. Some said it was nothing more than a hustle play. Others called it an accident, while a few claimed Caitlin Clark had overreacted. It was the same familiar.
All right, so I've heard enough. Where does it stand as of now, Lummy? Where's the update as of now? Is there anything new?
Anything good?
No.
I know that she didn't play, that Caitlin Clark didn't play on Sunday because she's having back issues. Is she going to end up being a paper tiger and hurt all the time, or is one of the reasons why she's hurt all the time is because they are flagrantly fouling her? Or is it kind of both?
It's both. I mean, she's still averaging 21 a game. She's still up there. So she's played 17. I think there's been 19, 20 games. So, it's not too bad.
How many games has she missed?
I think she's only missed with this one coming up two this year.
Now, I don't understand what POTS is.
POTS?
Yeah, there's a woman that claims that she's got POTS syndrome. And she's at Walmart. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 4. Hold on, 4. I got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I got 4 pieces of video.
POTS is a disorder with your autonomic nervous system that causes a rapid heart rate and range of symptoms when standing, often leading to dizziness, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating.
Hello.
Hey, Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, long-time listener, just a quick question. How is the Diaco law firm with malpractice suits?
I think they do those.
Well, they make a living doing it.
I think that's one of the things that they do. Yeah.
Okay, would you'd highly, I mean, obviously I listen to them every day, so you'd highly recommend them. I already go.
Yeah, I mean, malpractice into what? Medical, lawyer, legal, like what?
Yeah, medical through orthopedic.
Well, one of the values that Dan represents to the firm, and one of the reasons why they wanted Dan to go get his legal license was that they would have an in-house lawyer that was a doctor that could specifically, be an expert witness in medical mal, so that when they were fighting a medical mal case and the opposition brought a doctor, most lawyers like Jay, he's although he knows a lot about medical stuff, this expert witness could be BSing, but when you got Dan there, Dan can say, whoa, that's right. No, that's not. I'm a doctor. So it realistically, within the medical mal world, I would say that the Diacos, because of Dan, are one of probably the most prominent law firms in this area when it comes to medical mal because of having Dan.
Awesome. Yeah, I went on their website, and I already have them calling me back. So,
are you Bubba Army?
You Bubba Army?
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, even if we was lying to you, you'd still go there, right?
Yeah. So anyway, listen, if they've called you back, that means they're interested in your case.
Yeah.
And you might have a good one there, bud.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Bubba.
Appreciate it. So I got 4 pieces of audio. This first woman, now she says she suffers from POTS syndrome and she can't get up. So she's got her and her dog and they're sitting on the floor of Walmart. Now, to Walmart's employees' credit, the Walmart employee says, I guess if you got POTS, you're exhausted and you can't walk and what have you. So the Walmart employee, the African-American woman, says, listen, let me get you one of those carts. Like, you got to get off the floor because you're kind of blocking everything here, and it looks like you're not doing good. Let me go and get you one of those, those little baskets that you can drive around.
This lady fat?
Yeah. So, I don't know that the woman's fat or not. We'll have to look at the video. But the
service dog.
The Walmart worker, you would think, sometimes Walmart workers aren't necessarily the nicest people in the world. I don't know.
No. But, imagine working for Walmart.
But this Walmart worker says, okay, woman, you have POTS. I don't necessarily know what that means. She's like, I can't walk. I'm tired. Like, okay, I'm not even asking you to go walk to the front to get the cart. Let me go get you a cart so that you can jump on it, put your dog in the basket, and roll around. Now, I don't know how much better of a solution you could have for the person. And if you have this POTS syndrome and you get exhausted where you have to sit down, maybe you shouldn't go to Walmart unless you have one of those carts. And when a Walmart employee is asking you, listen, no problem, we'll get you a cart, and you still want to make a viral video of it so that people will feel sorry for you. This is the woke and the woke weirdness we have in today's society.
Then get off the floor. I can't. I have POTS, a fainting disorder. Get off the floor, though. Why are you sitting on the floor? Because I have a fainting disorder. Then go get a scooter. Are you serious? Can you go get her a scooter?
I mean, if she just go and get her dog, that's not the car.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. But you're not even legally supposed to ask for that.
But it's okay. Look, it ain't that big of a deal. Let's just go get his
I'm not doing that.
And then they can't do
But I have a...
As you can hear in the video, the Walmart employee continuously tells the woman...
So this bitch here, this Karen, wants to blame it on the Walmart employee when the Walmart employee is just like, hey, let's just get you a cart. Like, okay, you got POTS.
We'll bring it to you.
Yeah. But this Karen bitch, everybody just wants to Karen themselves out. So the woman that's got the disorder, she's all Karened out, woke and weird. And then you get some bitch that wants to, make a viral reactionary clip out of it, supporting your woke and weirdness. Be like, oh my God, I cannot believe that Walmart was so mean to her.
And that poodle, which is just a damn poodle.
It
ain't gonna bark or spin in circles when you're having a seizure or you're gonna POTS out and fall on the ground.
Well.
With POTS to just get off the floor. She is most definitely uneducated when it comes to POTS. POTS can cause fainting, dizziness, fatigue, and
Okay. Yes.
But you can't holler at people while you're doing it.
instant fatigue.
And you can't expect everybody to know what your conditions are.
Yeah.
You know, especially some obscure thing like POTS. Yeah. Listen, like, man, this is one bad behavior supported by another.
You have to sit down. You don't have a choice. Living with
then sit in one of those big oversized larks they send you.
POTS is a life-changing for so many people. So for her to be so dismissive about this woman's disorder,
she's not being dismissive. She's like, let me get you a cart. What else do you want me to do? You've navigated yourself into our store. We didn't ask you to come. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, no, you need to go sit to Walmart, then get tired and sit down in the middle of the aisle. Nobody told you had to do that, but you decided to do that. So now that you're here and you're too tired, let us get you a cart so that you can maybe cart your ass back to your car, you POTS bitch.
And just continuously tell her to get up.
And this woman, oh my God, you want to feel sorry for her because you don't know what POTS is like. Oh my God. They don't have any sympathy. I don't have any sympathy if you've walked your ass from your car with your stupid ass poodle into my store and decided to sit down and block traffic all under the guise of having some syndrome that I've never heard of.
Well, I'm glad I learned the syndrome because I'm going to use it.
I got POTS.
That's right. Well, you know what I did? Let me tell you, it was Christmas, and I didn't buy nothing for a couple people, and my wife was laughing at me, and we pulled up in. It was like 23rd or the 24th, Walmart, and there's so many cars there. I mean, there was all the way down the block. And she says, you're not going to get in there for an hour? I said, I bet you I get to the front of the line quickly. I'm not going in with you. I said, come on. So she comes in. I grabbed me one of them electric things. I got a handicap sticker, so I'm allowed to. And I ride up in there. When I got to the line, I went, out loud. And I kept on the gas pedal, bumping people, moving them.
You acted autistic?
Yes. Right to the front of the line.
Hi, it's
whipped out my credit card.
We don't condone any of this nonsense.
Up instead of actually
I got a handicap
going
sticker.
over there and actually trying to help her up. This is insane. People in the comments on the original video were very concerned about this woman's behavior because why are you even working here if this is how you treat people?
How can you blame the Walmart worker
She's not a doctor.
When she only said, she didn't say get your stupid POTS ass off the ground and get to stepping. She said, let me go get you a cart. And you're gonna, man, this is no wonder black people hate us. stupid ass, woke ass Karen white bitches trying to make stupid excuses when an African American person's actually being kind and doing their job. You know what? I get it now. I get it.
She's not black.
No, he was Spanish.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
The
Close
black
enough.
lady next to him, but
Wait till you see this nut job. I got 3 more pieces of Walmart footage.
that side boob.
Wake,
something.
Walmart, wake, and woke. Woke, wake, and weird. Walmart, woke, wake, and weird. God, the humanity that goes to Walmart. I won't even go to Walmart anymore.
I do. I go to
won't.
Walmart.
I do not.
I wouldn't play this.
I do
video's
not go.
I wouldn't play that. You had another
I do
one?
not go to Walmart. I am better than that.
It's fun.
I just, you know what? And when I say I'm better than that, I'm not trying to be better than that. I just don't have the patience to deal with the white trash.
Well, this one, I wouldn't play this one.
You don't got to deal with them. You just got to watch them.
Why wouldn't you play this one?
Because it's not real. I would go to another video.
Oh, so this one's not real?
No.
Okay.
Probably funner.
How about that one?
Yeah, true.
That one's real?
Yeah, there's your woke.
And these two?
Oh,
yeah.
These two?
Yeah.
Yeah, these 2 woke-ass white bitches who have anxiety attacks while in Walmart.
Look at that basket full of stuff.
That's what we'll do next.
He's calling shenanigans on the deal. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Did I get 1,200?
Yeah, you're getting close. The AC 200.
I'm close to 300. 13.
Let me get it up there. I know you're over at 11. That was like 30 minutes ago.
I'm at. Come on, Chatamungos, man. 1,200 and 1,299. That's what we want. 1,299. What the hell is that noise?
His horn.
Is that his horn?
Yeah. I can't see.
It's like 4 different noises.
I know. Come on, Chattamongos.
That's right. Let's get it. A couple more coins, man. Make this Wednesday unforgettable.
Gene, are you going to do a two-handed horn?
Two-handed one. There you go, Lummy.
Lummy, stop. His horn is good enough. We're not fucking changing. No, Gene, you're not going to fucking bring some wired up bullshit. Lummy, I'm going to get, you know what, Lummy, you're going to get in trouble for bringing it up.
That's what I was sorry. I was just.
At least he gets in trouble sometimes.
I don't give a fuck what they say.
I'm just the cash. It was the cash, and $200 made me do it.
I'm going to take my horn blasters, and put it on a cart, and bring my own battery power with it on the cart. No wires, no nonsense. Very nice, powder-coated cart, beautiful, red and white and black like Bubba Army, and roll it in here.
Lummy, I swear to God, if that happens, you're fired.
Gene, I'm gonna have to say you can't do that.
I'm saying it for real.
Gene, we're gonna have to change the garage code.
Why?
Because I don't want that fucking bullshit in here.
Bullshit, that's the big one. We had it our whole life, man. Like, put the bitch back up. You know, I hated it when I heard it, but I hate it that I don't hear it now.
Should put one in your shop. Should have it at your shop.
Make my guys move?
Yeah.
I usually, when I had this, but I didn't take it to work and didn't keep up with it here, and it was at work and it's laying on my desk, you know, I would just hit it, and then one of my guys would come to my door and see what I wanted.
There you go.
I felt that was uncool. That was kind of like slavery, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. If Coben was there, it was a Coben effect, you know. He'd run up in there. What's up, Dad?
Yeah.
But if Coben wasn't around, then one of my guys would come, you know, and I was going like, I got to quit doing that. I started getting used to it. Yeah, Dirt Merchant, the show did fly by today, didn't it? It really did. 10 minutes to go, man. That's crazy. Felt like I just got here.
Lummy, am I taping Coach B or going live?
We were probably just going to tape it.
Okay, perfect. That's at noon, right?
12:15, but yeah. There you go. That's up there.
And she's on it.
Russia.
Thank you.
Last time Kenny Power had their spin instructor, I went to Walmart and I got on a bicycle and was test driving it, riding it around.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't get chased, but I got followed and told to stay off of it.
Let me say, Merch Crick says, thank you, Bubba Army, for keeping my mornings busy filling merch. I appreciate your support and Bubba and the show. We sold out of UV 2X, only a few 3X gray left.
Wow.
Did Jean get his?
It's not in here yet, no.
I'm sure she has it.
Not after what I said, she'd probably say hell with him.
Probably after your nonsense today, yeah. Your Blackie comment.
No, not that. When I was talking about her.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah. We're talking about me, Oscar. I'm not radio.
Yo, we're back. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Don't listen to him. We hate him.
Oh, man, this sucks. What the?
I'd like to move this thing along.
The Love Sponge. Back, despite overwhelming public disapproval. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
About 4 minutes left before the automatic trip tone hits. see if I don't have no idea. Let me where we at. Are we at 1-2 yet?
We're still at 1-1.
Yeah, we're at 1-1, and I don't know that we know how many. If like we're 1-1-90 or 1-1-60.
Yeah, we'd have to go on the back.
I love you,
end.
Sarah.
So let me. Lasker all day has been yearning for that 1-2.
Yeah, man.
And
it's
so
simple,
hopefully
extra 200
on the thumbs up portion of our YouTube feed. Which, by the way, on YouTube.
Don't touch me!
Hold on.
Hey.
Everything is at the Bubba Army for the most part. Did you know we're close to a million followers all in on everything?
Yes, we're super close. We should be able to get that pretty quick with the Facebook numbers.
Yeah, Facebook's been exploding. Thank you, Gary Cantrell. So go to our Facebook page. I'm sorry, go to our YouTube page. YouTube, and it's at the Bubba Army, and give us that last little bit of thumbing. You know, there's probably some people in there of the nearly 1,500 that have not thumbed.
Gotta be.
Lasker needs the 1-2. Here's two white women that make us embarrassed to be white men. Who this new generation of young people now have the infamous "I'm having an anxiety attack." You know what? My whole life's been a goddamn anxiety attack. Good and bad. But I mean, please.
She's just trying to get that basket full of stuff for free.
I have severe anxiety.
Ma'am, I just need you to stop
You're
the car.
traumatizing me. This is exactly how panic attacks start.
Please lower your voice.
No, everyone stay back. You're all triggering me.
She's freaking
So I'm
out.
the victim here. I told you not to touch me. I have anxiety.
You still can't leave without paying.
So you want me to have a mental? Don't touch me.
Yeah. So is she trying to leave without paying, Gene? That's what she's trying to do?
Yeah, of course she is. What? Look, you see, she had a 1,400 worth of different things in there. Come on. Nobody shops like that.
So here's an African-American woman who's the cashier.
Poor thing.
And she's got some white bitch that's got like some Hello Kitty backpack on who's having a meltdown.
And with a mask on so you don't know who she is. Hit her in the face. Here, let me help you.
Is this a prank?
He won't go away. He needs to go away. He's the problem.
So some man's just taping her, as he has every right to do, because he's wants to captivate this flip out for his socials.
I need to leave.
No, just welcome. We'll take it to
I still got. Okay. She threw some of my stuff.
Okay, you just take it to another.
Hell if I know. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry.
She wasn't sorry when she cut in line.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't see you.
To make it.
So this poor guy, I don't know if he's white or black or whatever, but he's like, you weren't sorry when you cut in line.
Yeah.
And I'm just videotaping the deal. That's all.
Asked her if she saw anyone in line.
Of course she did.
I didn't touch you, man.
I was raped not that long ago, and I can't stand another man touching me.
Another man touching me.
I just can't.
Is this a prank?
I can't. He won't go away. He needs to go away. He's the problem.
Whatever.
I need to leave.
No, just welcome. We'll take it to another.
I still got. Okay. She threw some of my stuff.
Okay, you just take it to another.
Hell if I know. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry.
She wasn't sorry when she cut in line.
I didn't see you.
To make it. I just asked her if she saw anyone in line.
Leave. Just go.
That's an adult.
That's all he had.
Let's just walk up.
I'm just talking.
Walk up to her.
Boy, let me give you a good reason. I'd smash you with that basket. Give me a good reason to scream.
Gene, you got to kind of watch how you roll because you got money.
Well,
and if you're smashing somebody with baskets, they're going to try to come and sue you, buddy. You got money nowadays. You're not some guy that, you got a business, a family, and money.
Well, I'm reading what Sarah said here in chat. Ask Gene what he did in Walmart with the wasp spray and screaming pedo in the store after a guy flirted with me in the produce section. He isn't allowed back to that Walmart.
I don't know if...
I'll have to tell you on Friday.
So let me just give me the one description of what Sarah... This is the story that Gene's going to tell on Friday. Go ahead.
Looks like he was spraying wasp spray, yelling pedo in the produce section of Walmart, and now he's not.
Well, y'all want to hear this one too.
That will be on Friday, and all the guy was guilty of was just flirting with your hot wife. That's it.
You got to hear the whole story.
Wasp spray, pedo in the produce aisle.
Thanks for letting me finish. You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lumet.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello. I'm back.